Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or supper, don't settle for average food. Go beyond that. Finagle, go beyond good.
Jerry Remy Day on Nesson is presented by Jordan's Furniture and by Sovereign Bank.
Rem, congratulations on your 20 years with the Red Sox. Phenomenal run. The last 6 years, 7 years have been even more unbelievable, taking into account your partner. Got to be counting them in dog years. Over the winter, when I turn on those silly shows of you guys laughing, I catch myself laying there in bed just laughing. I think what you do for the Red Sox and for the fans is phenomenal, and we all appreciate it. Congratulations.
And a swing and a miss for Eric Burns, and we're underway from Fenway. As the lights on here tonight, a 40-minute rain delay tonight, and we thought it might even be longer than that as the rains came through here pretty hard like we've not seen before. But another rain delay, the fourth in the last 5 games for the Red Sox, as Masterson misses outside to Eric Burns. Burns coming back to the Diamondbacks lineup last night after being on the disabled list. He hits a .213 overall in the year, 6 homers and 23 runs batted in. To center field, and Coco Crisp is there to make the grab for the first out. And a special guest tonight on this Jerry Remy Day at Fenway Park with the lineup.
Hi, my name is Dominic Guyette from Medway, Massachusetts. Starting for the Arizona Diamondbacks, in left field, Mr. Eric Burns. At shortstop, Mr. Stephen Drew. Second baseman, Mr. Orlando Hudson. First baseman, Connor Jackson. Designated hitter, Mr. Chad Tracy. In center field, Mr. Chris Young. Third baseman, Mr. Augie Ojeda. In right field, Mr. Jeff Salazar. And catching, Mr. Chris Snyder.
Great job, Dominic, and a great job on the field as well. As he said, play ball, and we do here tonight with 1 out in the first inning. And very great job by Dominic. Great job by you down there. That was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun, and I hope I didn't miss anybody. It's like nerve-wracking. You want to make sure you cover everybody, and I hope I did so. And thank you again. What more can I say?
And then you got a car. How about that?
Yeah.
Wall fires to first when there's 2 down. Forget the rest of the ceremony. You got a car.
Yeah, and there's already a battle in the family going on for who's going to get it.
Here's the car. I can see you in that car. Look at that thing.
Not south from front. It was so far away, I really couldn't see it. But wow,
that screams you.
That's midlife crisis, right?
Yes,
Written all over it, isn't it?
You get a toupee. You'll have that. It'll be terrific. Won't be bad. Ready for his midlife crisis. He's got the car. He's all set.
I didn't have a chance to put on my tie. Is that okay?
No, you look fantastic. It's part of your midlife crisis.
Yeah.
2 down here in the first inning. The O-Dog, Orlando Hudson, stands in and takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Hudson at .292, 7 homers and 34 runs batted in. Well, it's turned out to be a very nice night at Fenway Park. But it really rained here in a big way with a lot of winds, a little bit of hail, and came right through Fenway Park. Started about 5:15, lasted about an hour plus. And they got the field ready to go here tonight about 40 odd minutes late. And it's turned into a very comfortable night. And 2-0. He's in there for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, actually about 5 o'clock, Don. It looked like the end of the world here at Fenway Park.
Masterson bringing in his 4-1 record, 7th appearance, 3.00 earned run average. There's 2 outs in the first inning, and Hudson rolls 1 foul outside of first. There's a look at how it all started around 5:15-ish, and it started slow, but boy, it picked up in a hurry. 5:30, some 15 minutes later, this is what we saw. High winds, hail, rain. And you wouldn't know it now. Swing and a miss. Masterson's first strikeout, a 1-2-3 first. Red Sox coming up.
My country 'tis a thee, sweet land of liberty of the I see.
This 4th of July, the people of Southwest Airlines join the people of the United States of America as we celebrate our independence.
From every mountainside, let freedom ring.
You are now free to celebrate your birthday, America.
Want to save big on a great new sedan? Think fast, because the all-new Sonata is on sale now. With up to $2,000 cash back during Hyundai's Think Fast sales event. You get electronic stability control standard, 6 standard airbags, plus better gas mileage than Accord or Camry, all backed by America's best warranty. All starting at just $16,120. Time is running out, so don't miss out. Catch the final days of Hyundai's Think Fast sales event. Get up to $2,000 cash back on an 09 Sonata. Only for a few more days, only at your Hyundai dealer.
The target will be in the conference room. There are 6 windows. You will shoot through the 5th now.
We are a fraternity of assassins. The weapons of fate.
Kill 1, save 1,000. Yeah! That's the code of the fraternity.
This is your destiny. Join us.
Unmet. Wanted. Rated R starts Friday.
The best deals of the summer are here. Take the summer off from car payments or high gas prices. Now your New England Ford dealers give you $1,000 towards your car payments or gas on any new Focus, Fusion, Edge, or Escape. Plus, with an additional $1,500 cash, get up to $2,500 total savings. Or get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 cash back. Take the summer off from car payments or gas prices. Hurry to your New England Ford dealer and drive one.
Bottom of the first inning back at now sunny Fenway Park. Lights are on. Diamondbacks don't score on the top of the first. Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning have Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off. And the starting pitcher tonight for the Diamondbacks, Doug Davis, has been a great story this season.
Really has. Put on a disabled list. Has made 7 starts since coming off the disabled list. Had recovering from thyroid surgery. Red Sox will not see an overpowering pitcher tonight like they did last night in Herron. This will be his 9th appearance, 2 and 3, 44 in the 3rd innings, 46 hits, 25 walks, and 38 strikeouts.
1-1 is in there for a strike. Yeah, it's 1-2. Doug Davis, after he found out that he had thyroid cancer, ended up pitching 1 more outing before going on the disabled list. Battled it and is back here for the rest of the season, a healthy man. There's 1-2. He's inside. It's 2-2.
And pitching well. He's coming off back-to-back no decisions, but in those games has only allowed 1 earned run. Those games against Kansas City and last time out against the Oakland Athletics.
He's able to avoid chemotherapy for the most part. Yeah, it's a swing and a miss for Ellsbury. Actually had the surgery in lieu of chemotherapy. Let's check out the Red Sox lineups again. It's Dominic who gives them to us.
Starting for the Boston Red Sox, in left field, Mr. Jacoby Ellsbury. Second baseman, Mr. Dustin Pedroia. In right field, Mr. J.D. Drew. Designated hitter, Manny Ramirez. Third baseman, Mr. Mike Lowell. Catcher, Mr. Jason Varitek. First baseman, Mr. Brandon Moss. In center field, Mr. Coco Chris. And at shortstop, Mr. Julio Lugo. And happy Jerry Remy Day.
Tonight's Red Sox lineup is brought to you by Fight and Experience the Energy. Grandson was a busy man tonight. He had lots of responsibilities.
Did a nice job.
Dustin Pedroia down on the count 0-1 as he takes a pitch outside for ball 1, 1-1. 282 with 6 homers and 32 runs batted in. He was 1 for 4 in the first game of this series last night. Red Sox have lost 3 out of 4 on this homestand. Place that was very kind to the Red Sox before heading on to this homestand. This one has popped up, foul back and out of play. Their home record slides to 29-10, still outstanding.
Well, maybe we should just start saying that the games are going to start at 7:45. You know, we're going to get a little rain shower every day, and
unbelievable.
Of course, today wasn't just a little rain shower.
No.
If that was the Midwest, you'd have to be concerned about tornadoes.
Three and two to Dustin Pedroia. One out, base is empty. Well, the last 9 games he has picked it up. Went through a slump in the last homestand and some of the last road trip, but not anymore. 436 over the last 9 games. It's a high fly ball to deep left. Back deep and gone. Continues on his torrid pace. It's his 7th home run of the year, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead.
Number 7 on the season from Dustin Pedroia. Looks like he gets a cut fastball from Davis and hits that screen that's above the monster seats. So Pedroia, who came into the game 5 for his last 9, continues to be hot. His average had really dropped down almost to 260, but it's back up there now.
Augie Ojeda fires to first base to get J.D. Drew for the 2nd out of the inning. The third baseman cut it off. And Dustin Pedroia now at 7 home runs on the season. And the Red Sox on top 1-0. Here's Manny, the DH at 292, 15 homers and 49 runs batted in. He has cooled off a little bit, 5 for his last 28 over the last 9 games, and kind of coincided with some of his hamstring issues, which he continues to battle. And is the DH once again tonight. He's got one more game in which to be able to DH before the Red Sox will head to a National League city in Houston beginning after the off day on Thursday.
That has become a bit of a concern too for Terry Francona, because you've got the Coco Chris situation hanging over, and when will that come down? And the Red Sox really could be short-handed. They may have to make a move if Manny is not ready to play in the outfield.
Red Sox are 8-5 now in interleague play so far this season. 4-3 at home, 4-2 on the road. Red Sox last year were 12-6 overall against the National League. In there for strike 2, and it's 2-2 to Ramirez. D-backs all-timer now 5-2 against the Red Sox. They've not lost here at Fenway. They're 4-0 in their franchise history here at Fenway Park. Manny to center field, and it's in for a base hit.
Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defense. 15 in the National League, 54 errors in 77 games. Augie Ojeda will be the third baseman. Stephen Drew the shortstop. Orlando Hudson at second, and Connor Jackson at first. Left to right, Eric Burns, Chris Young, and Jeff Salazar. Chris Snyder doing the catching.
2 down, a base runner, and Manny Ramirez, who's at first base, and Mike Lowell stands in, takes ball 1. Mike at 277, 11 homers, and 39 runs batted in. One for 4 in the ball game last night. center field again. Almost the same spot Ramirez's was. It splashes out to the center fielder, Chris Young. Get some standing water out there in center field, but it makes its way out to Young, and it's back-to-back base hits for the Red Sox.
Mike Lowell came into the game 0 for 3 against Doug Davis, but changes that very quickly with the base hit up the middle on the fastball. Watch the splash from up in center field.
Well, 2 on, 2 down. Red Sox looking for more. As the key matchup is brought to you by Acura. Good numbers for Jason Varitek. Broke out of his 0 for 24 skid with a double in the first inning last night. Snapped the longest hitting streak of his career. There's a pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Overall, 231 now, 7 homers, 24 runs batted in. Red Sox were held to just 4 hits last night. Tighten the ball and a strike to Varitek. Davis got 2 outs in the inning after the home run by Pedroia. A single for Manny, single for Mike Lowell. 2 on, 2 down. Varitek fouls it off. He's down 1-2. On deck is Brandon Moss. Down low, and it's 2-2. Moss getting another start at first base tonight, and where the Red Sox options were kind of minimal. We gave some thought to perhaps calling somebody up, and the problem right now with Kevin Youkilis is watery eyes. It blew up pretty good overnight, as you might expect, but he was having some blurriness created by water in his eye. Saw an eye specialist today during the day. He's hoping to improve that situation, but he looks like he was in a fight pretty much, as Terry Francona described. This is ripped off Davis to the shortstop, Drew. He's got a play, and on the run makes it. Davis appears to be okay. Gives up the home run to Pedroia that has the Red Sox on top 1-0.
Exceptionally brewed for a taste that's pure Amsterdam. Amstel Light, one damn good beer.
In today's economic climate, Toyota Tundra just doesn't make sense. The 2008 Chevy Silverado offers the lowest annual fuel costs and the highest predicted resale value of any new full-size V8 pickup. That's why more Americans choose Silverado than any other full-size pickup. You have a right to know the truth.
Qualified buyers choose 0% APR financing for 16 months. Or current GM owners and lessees get $5,000 total cash back on an 08 Silverado half-ton crew cab or extended cab.
The world around us is changing.
Our views are changing.
Our lifestyles are changing.
Our tastes are changing.
Even what we're eating for breakfast is changing.
McDonald's introduces chicken for breakfast with its new Southern-style chicken biscuit sandwich.
It's perfectly seasoned.
Juicy, all-white meat.
Served on a warm and fluffy homemade tasting biscuit.
All new taste for breakfast.
Let's hear it for nonconformity.
If you've ever played catch with your dad or traded 7 cards for 1, this exhibit's for you. Baseball as America, direct from the National Baseball Hall of Fame, now at the Museum of Science. Tickets at MOS.org.
If you're going to eat $5, shouldn't you get more meat? Quiznos large deli favorite sandwiches are just $5. Quiznos.
exceptionally brewed for a taste that's pure Amsterdam. Amstel Light, one damn good beer.
Hey, Jerry, Remy, Conan O'Brien here, Brookline native, lifelong Red Sox fan. Jerry, here's for another 20 years of broadcasting the Red Sox and selling hot dogs, scorecards, and anything else you can make a fast buck on. Seriously, congratulations.
Some nice thoughts from Conan O'Brien.
He's got it about right, too.
Apparently, he's seen the show. 1-0, the Red Sox on top as we head to the second inning. It's a pleasure to have with us former Red Sox hitting coach, great hitting guru Walt Hriniak, who is joining us in the booth. And Walt, welcome to Jerry Remy Day.
Thank you very much.
Great to see you. I know it was meant a lot to you to be here, and I know it meant a lot for Jerry for you to be here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Of all the people that I work with, I've had a lot of enjoying people, but I have to put Jerry right at the top of the list.
Well, this is about the hardest working coach I think I ever had in my life. And I'll tell you one funny story about him. It was not funny. Actually, in spring training one year, he broke his arm. And, of course, Walt loved to throw batting practice as we look at a base hit there by Jackson. And he's so intense that he actually tried to learn how to throw left-handed, so he continued to throw to us. And he was partially successful, but I mean that's the kind of effort he put in, not only just for me, but for everybody on that ball club. You had all your ex-players down there, Fisk and Evans, and guys you had major impacts on in their career.
Thank you.
Well, looking back at Jerry, I know he went through some slumps at times. I'm sure he did from time to time. Was he tough to work with during the course of time? I mean, how'd you get him out of his slump?
Everybody's a little bit different. First of all, Jerry and I were very, very close, and he was the type of a player that you couldn't talk to during the game, and you couldn't talk to him after the game. If you tried to, he'd just blow you off. You had to wait.
I know the feeling.
You had to wait to the next day to talk to him, and then you could talk to him. But I don't want to go on and on about it because he's I'm prejudiced. He's one of my favorite people of all time. But I must say this, because it's the truth. There's very few people in the world that get the most out of themselves, regardless of what they do. I can tell you this, that Jerry Remy got the most out of himself as a baseball player. That's the God's truth.
We're visiting with Walt Hriniak, and I understand that we all know Jerry's quite a dancer, but I guess you knew this from the past.
Tap dancer.
Tap dancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tap dancer. And he can impersonate. There's a couple people he can impersonate. I was telling Pudge earlier that he could do. Mickey Rivers had a deal with the bat that he could do. Someday you got to get him to do Mickey Rivers on the air.
After he'd swing, right?
Because it's hysterical. Yeah. You do Mickey Rivers anymore, Ren?
I haven't done it in a while.
Somebody get Jerry a bat. You have a bat? I didn't know you could tap dance. That's new information. I'm going to learn a lot tonight.
That's how I learned how to make double plays. Get the quick feet.
Certainly helped out.
Now, this place has changed a little bit, Walt, since we played together here.
Certainly has. Certainly, it's beautiful.
Full house every single night.
That's great. That's great. Great place.
Runner takes off, the pitch, a strike, and the throw down is going to be close, but it bounces off the runner. And stealing second base is Connor Jackson into scoring position.
Now, we mentioned last night, it's not a team that runs a lot, but Masterson does have kind of a long delivery to home plate, so they may try to take advantage of that. And right there, Jackson picks up his 5th steal of the season.
Walt, how closely do you follow the game these days? You watch quite a bit?
Watch, my wife and I, Karen, have a Comcast station where we watch, all the baseball games. So I don't only watch the Red Sox, but I watch, try to watch a lot of baseball.
Well, we appreciate you coming up on this very special Jerry Remy Day.
I appreciate you all having me, and thanks, Ron.
Thanks, Walter.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
3-2 and a swing and a miss for Chad Tracy. And apparently got a piece. Veritek says he came up with it, but it's going to be a foul tip, and he stays alive.
Fastball down and in, and it, well, I don't know. Was there contact there, Don?
That bounced too. Veritek tried to sell it. It didn't work out. It's a full count. Slap foul off to the left. I found that very interesting. I'm not surprised that during the game you couldn't talk to you, or after the game you couldn't talk to you. That was good.
I was a very angry player, and when things didn't go well, and Walt knew me like a book. I mean, he knew exactly when he could approach me and when he couldn't approach me. And everybody's different. I mean, a lot of guys want help during the game, and I didn't want help during the game, and I didn't want to be talked to after a bad game. So
I find it hard to believe you were better the next day, though. This one, the left field off of Ellsbury, kind of kicks it out towards Chris Jackson, coming around to score to tie the game. As they get it back in, works out to be an RBI single for Chad Tracy, and the Diamondbacks tie it up 1-1.
Well, a stolen base comes in big right there, gets a man in a scoring position. Then Tracy with the base hit to drive in the run and tie the ball game up. Looks like the fastball outside of the plate, everything away almost in that at bat to Tracy, and he does take the ball to the opposite field, knocked down by Ellsbury and deflects to Coco Chris. They do hold him at first base.
So Tracy at first, nobody out. Chris Young, the batter. And Sean Bunt looked like he offered, and he did, according to home plate umpire Mike Everett. Chris Young at 237, 13 homers and 40 runs batted in. We often hear that Walt Hriniak, one of the best hitting coaches ever in the game of baseball. What made him so great?
Because he cared so much about everybody he worked with.
Ellsbury in left, settles underneath and handles out number one.
He had a style that he taught, and for some people it wasn't popular, but he was flexible, and he would try to go with what works for you. And what made him special is that he lived and died with every one of his players at bats. He really did. And if you were hitting that as a club or as a person, he couldn't sleep at night. I mean, and he was the most tireless worker that I have ever met in the game of baseball. I mean, that's a true story. He broke his arm and tried to learn how to throw left-handed so he could continue to throw batting practice.
It's unbelievable. You had to feel like you had somebody who was backing you up when you were in a slump, and you knew you had somebody working on it. It wasn't just you alone.
Little different times in those days too, Don. You didn't have the videotape and all that stuff available to you. It was pretty much what he saw and what you felt, and you tried to work on things, and he always believed in hard work. He had the tremendous respect. Saw some of those players on the field: Rick Burleson, Dwight Evans, Carlton Fisk. They all had incredible respect for him. And I'll tell you what, in batting practice, if you screwed up one swing, he quit throwing to you. I mean, every swing was a serious swing, even in batting practice.
Augie Ojeda batting. He falls behind 3-0. Masterson touched here for a couple of hits and a run in the second inning as the Diamondbacks have tied the score 1-1. There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Justin Masterson win last time out at Philadelphia, 5-inning effort, giving up 2 runs. Red Sox started off quickly for him, scoring 4 times in the top half of the first inning. Outside ball 4, and the first walk given up by Masterson of the night.
For every strikeout, the Red Sox pitcher, Ace Ticket will donate $150 to the Red Sox Foundation. Ace Ticket is the official ticket partner of the Boston Red Sox.
Two on, one away, and Jeff Salazar makes his first appearance of the series. The right fielder, 227, 2 homers and 10 runs batted in. The Diamondbacks heading into tonight's action have a 4-game lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers to start the night, the NL West. They're 3 games over 500 at 40-37. As Veritek's going to head out and talk to Masterson.
Yeah, right now Masterson seems a little bit unsettled, and Veritek taking his time going out there and trying to get him back focused on doing what he does best.
One out, Chad Tracy at second base, Augie Ojeda at first base, Jeff Salazar ahead in the count, 1-0. drive to deep right field, sending J.D. Drew back at the wall. Drew will make the catch in front of the bullpen. Tagging at second and heading to third is Chad Tracy. A long drive for Salazar, but Drew gets back there to make the catch. 2 down.
Salazar with only 2 home runs on the season, but makes a bid here for number 3. J.D. Drew going as hard as he can to the warning track to the wall to make the catch. That ball left the bat, looked like it definitely had a chance, but J.D. tracks it down.
So first and third now for Arizona, 2 down. Chris Snyder, the batter, their catcher. He's at 243, 7 homers, and 33 runs batted in. And it takes strike 1 from Masterson. Snyder 0 for 3 in the game last night with an RBI. So he started each of the first 2 games of this series against the Red Sox. Strike over the outside corner. Masterson battling back, and it's 0-2.
Vertex sending out signs just in case. 2 strikes, 2 outs. The attempted double steal is made, and what he will do with the ball if that happens. If you're not throwing through, you don't want one of your middle infielders moving and open up a hole.
Ball and 2 strikes now to Snyder. Masterson coming in with a record of 4-1. His only loss at Cincinnati against the Reds, and still a pretty good outing. 6 2/3, giving up 3 runs. Had a career high 9 strikeouts in that loss. And it was his first start away from Fenway Park. Missing away, and it's 2-2. He has been perfect at Fenway, 3-0 with a 2.59 earned run average in 4 starts. Chad Tracy at third base, Augie Ojeda at first base, 2 down. Runner goes and Snyder strikes out. Masterson's second K ends the top of the second. Tied at 1.
Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep are giving you relief at the pump just when you need it most.
We can go anywhere in our Jeep Patriot.
We can take that weekend getaway in our Dodge Journey. We're going on our summer vacation in our Chrysler Town and Country, and we won't pay more than $2.99 a gallon for gas.
Now when you buy or lease most Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep vehicles, you'll pay just $2.99 a gallon for gas or diesel in each of the next 3 years for up to the first 12,000 miles per year.
$2.99.
Let's refuel America. See your Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep dealer today.
Hi, Jerry. You were a star in the field for the Red Sox, and now you're a star at the microphone for New England Sports Network. Congratulations on 20 great years of broadcasting, and thanks for being an important member of the Sovereign Bank team. All the best from your team members of Sovereign.
That's when I'm a good athlete, was when I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, I'm dunking from the half court. I'm robbing home runs in front of the Green Monster. I wake up, I'm a fat slob on Nesson.
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
People come to E-Trade to trade stocks. But they can also trade stocks in 6 global markets, even China. They can earn yields that are way higher than the national average. Transfer funds in and out with a click. Build a retirement plan in 4 easy steps. And have all their accounts conveniently linked all on one page. No wonder there's 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Do you want real-time video highlights of your favorite team sent straight to your phone? Text Red Sox alerts to MLB Go 65246 on your AT&T wireless phone and sign up for video alerts.
Brandon Moss leads it off here in the bottom of the second inning. Moss, Crisp, and Lugo in a 1-1 game now. Red Sox got a home run from Dustin Pedroia in their half of the first inning. Diamondbacks coming back with a run of their own, an RBI single for Chad Tracy. Moss with a swing and a miss, 0-2. Moss thrust into last night's game, the Youkilis leaving. Took over at first base, a bit of a bobble, and he stood at his locker last night, took all kinds of questions, answered them like a major league veteran, to say the least.
Now, tough spot to be in. You know, first major league game at first base, you have one of the most difficult plays. I've always felt infield in is a very tough play for any infielder because it's one you don't practice very much. There's a little bit of panic that sets in, especially when the runner takes off. And of course, it became a big run in the ball game. Going on contact, it's almost like he looked up to see if the runner was going, and when he did that, bobbled the baseball, and the run comes home.
And 2-2 to Brandon Moss. Swing and a miss, and Davis with his second strikeout. Send it down to Heidi Watney. Heidi.
Well, Don, it's time for our leading off segment presented by Firestone. As you said, Kevin Youkilis is not in today's lineup, still with a very swollen right eye, as Don and Jerry had mentioned. Today, Terry Francona said Youkilis' eye was still so very watery and as a result blurry, so the team sent him to an eye specialist to get checked out and treated. Francona says he's hoping Youkilis will be ready to play again tomorrow, but for tonight, Moss is getting the start. Don?
All right, thanks very much, Heidi. Yeah, that thing blew up in a hurry last night, as this one is lined into center field for Coco Crisp, a ringing single. And it's the fourth hit of the night for the Red Sox off Doug Davis.
Well, certainly a different start tonight for both teams than last night when you had Herron pitching against Josh Beckett. Right back up the middle on the fastball by Coco. Coco made contact and almost looked to right field like he thought the ball had gone in that direction, but right back up the middle with the line drive.
Well, Dan Herron, of course, last night in what was an outstanding pitching matchup. Josh Beckett going for the Red Sox in quite a duel. Herron ends up with the win, a 7-inning effort, 2 hits shutting down the Red Sox. There's a quick check on first, and Crisp back to the bag. That's one thing about the Diamondbacks. They are sort of built for the postseason, and they got those 2 great starters that they can throw at you in a series. We saw Dan Herron last night, who they acquired. And of course, they've had Brandon Webb, 11-4 so far this season. The Red Sox, fortunately, will not see Webb in the series. But that 1-2 combo, they're set up ready for the postseason as they were last year. But this year, they add Dan Herron. Big difference.
And they're also, I think, going to hit better, too, as time goes on. You know, you got Eric Burns back in the lineup now. He's a big spark plug for this Arizona ball club. So, you know, they struggled offensively. He had been out for a long time. He should add some offense, and I would think as the year goes on, it's going to be a better offensive club. And you put that together with the pitching they got, it's pretty impressive.
I'm kind of surprised the baseball world last year. Kind of a rebuilding year with a lot of young guys, and they ended up in the National League Championship Series. They just kept rolling, but unfortunately they ran into a team that was rolling even more, and that was the Colorado Rockies. Will Lugo batting with 1 out and 1 on. Ellsbury waiting on deck. The bunt bid, and he got a piece to foul it back. 1-2.
It's fun, exciting, and only here for a short time. Introducing the lottery's limited edition World Series Red Sox ticket. You can win up to $10 million instantly. There are also 20 instant prizes, each worth $1 million. Plus, you can win great Red Sox World Series memorabilia. Get yours today at Fenway Park or your local lottery agent, masslottery.com.
1 out runner at first, and the 1-2. This chop towards shortstop. Stephen Drew looked at second, got the play at first. And up to second base goes Crisp, 2 down.
Are you ready for the 2008 Major League All-Star Game? Tune in for all the action on Fox, live from New York on July 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget to vote on RedSox.com for your favorite Sox players to join the All-Star team. You can vote up to 25 times through July 2nd.
Two down, Coco Crisp at second base. Jacoby Ellsbury, a strikeout victim in the first inning. That's his second look at Doug Davis. Red Sox in a 1-1 game as they bat here in the bottom of the second. The runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. This play profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. What he's done over the last 4 seasons, averaging 34 starts, over 200 innings, and double figures in wins with 12. Another strike, and it's 1-2.
I would like to say thank you to Sovereign Bank and also Jordan's Furniture, who sponsored this day. So thank you very much for that.
Well, it had to be great. A great combination of former teammates, and to have your family there as well had to be very special. This is on the ground at Hudson at second base. And that'll end the inning. They leave Crisp at second, done with 2, tied at 1.
Introducing an entirely new, altogether inspired resort destination. The new 825-room MGM Grand at Foxwoods. Go Grand.
The great American holiday is coming, and here's something to celebrate. The Buick Pontiac GMC 72-hour sale. You only have 72 hours to declare your independence from interest payments for 6 full years with 0% financing for 72 months. Choose from thousands of Buicks, Pontiacs, and GMCs, like the G6 sedan. With an EPA estimated 30 miles per gallon on the highway, the Buick Pontiac GMC 72-hour sale. See your Buick Pontiac GMC dealer today.
Tomorrow in HD, it's the Sox Diamondbacks. Pre-game coverage begins at 6, only on NESN.
Top half of the third inning. Broken bat, one hopper at Lugo off the bat of Burns. And there's one away. Jerry, take a look over the monster seats. See what you see out there. They look very familiar to you.
Who made those up, Nesson?
I believe so.
That's a lot of ugly people out there, boy, in one place.
Good looking folks out there in left field. Some dance.
That's good.
Would you like your own?
I'm ugly enough as it is. Hey, look at my hair's lighter.
Yeah, that's good point. It's amazing how you get younger every
amazing
day.
how you get younger.
Look at that.
Dick Clark.
Especially here and there. It's amazing.
Yeah, these are good.
They're everywhere.
This might be the ugliest crowd ever at Fenway Park.
I've never really gotten this close a look at you before.
It's not pretty, is it?
Oh, it looks great. This one is chopped foul, and it's 2-2 to Stephen Drew. Bats with one out here in the third inning. .44 pitches for Justin Masterson, one out. And Drew strikes out. That's 3 Ks now for Masterson, 2 down.
All 3 strikeouts so far for Masterson have come on that sweeping breaking ball. Got Hudson in the first inning, got Snyder in the second, and now gets Drew.
So 2 down. Orlando Hudson coming up. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Arizona dropped the first 3 games of this 9-game road trip in Minnesota for arriving here at Fenway Park. They won last night. Trailed 1-0 before tying it up with a run in the second inning. This play here in the third in a 1-1 game. It's hard to say earlier. It had to be a great thrill to have not only your teammates but your family there side by side.
Yeah, you know, Don, really it's going to take a while to sink in, but you're exactly right. People who have been a very important part of your past.
Ellsbury over to play. It's a 2-out single for Hudson.
You know, we all go separate ways in life, and sometimes you go years and years without seeing people. And you know, when you see former teammates and former partners who you've worked with, and you know, memories start to come back. You know, things that you've gone through. Bob Kurtz driving the God number of games in spring training, and the laps that we had, you know, doing that. I mean, those are the days we did almost every single game, for crying out loud. And we'd wake up in the morning, hit the road. We'd like truck drivers. And you know, then some of the players, some of the things that you know you remember that they did on the field, and some of the conversations in the clubhouse. Yeah, it's going to take me a couple of days, you know, but very, very nice touch.
That's right. In spring training, one time you guys did what, all the games?
Oh, Don, I'm telling you, it was like by the time the season started, you were blown out.
Drive it all over.
We had one year. We had one year where they had the what is this? Okay, so tonight, you know, Sean McDonough and Bobby Kurtz. Nice to see the Nesson, the crew out there, who all worked very hard. And I made Pudge bend a little bit. But we had one spring where there was a strike, and we had to do these foolish replacement games where these clowns really thought they were going to be big leaguers. You know, it was a joke. And we were adding games as other teams were pulling out. Bob Kurtz and I both doing that. So we go home when they settle the strike for. We have to go back and we do 2 more weeks of spring training games. We must have did like 50 spring training games before the season started. But I tell you what, those replacement games with the Scabs, they went fast. They were like 2-hour games.
Perfect. Yeah. Quality of baseball may not have been the best, but it was quick.
No, it was really quick. It was really quick. But I'll tell you, we put some miles on.
Back and forth across Alligator Alley a few times.
Bob Kurtz right now doing the
Minnesota
Wild hockey team.
He's been doing radio now for what, about 8 seasons?
Yeah, been there a long time.
Inside to Connor Jackson. It's ball 4. 4-pitch walk. He heads down to first base. His second walk given up by Masterson.
You know, if you sat down and you documented everything that, you know, from day one as a player, as a broadcaster, if you could make a diary of every day, there'd be a lot of interesting stuff in there. You know, there's a lot of stuff you forget about, and then you see certain people and those things kind of come back to you.
It's be a pretty good book. Maybe you could be an author again, second time around.
I can't remember a lot of it, you know. It's tough to remember the game yesterday now.
Well, John Farrell heading to the mound to talk to Masterson, who just walked Connor Jackson. And the Diamondbacks, there was something going with 2 down in the 3rd inning. It's turned out to be a beautiful night at Fenway Park. Hard to imagine if you were around Fenway or in Boston around 5:30 today. It is cleared out of here very nicely. About a 35-minute rain delay to start the game. The pitch is a strike to Chad Tracy. To right and deep. Drew turns, heads back, and watches this lead over the bullpen. A 3-run home run for Chad Tracy, his 4th home run of the year. And the Diamondbacks, with a swing of the bat, take a 4-1 advantage.
Well, in this game, left-handed hitters came in with a .212 average against Masterson, but 4 home runs. We'll make that 5 now. Tracy with a big night going, already 4 runs batted in. He just gets the fastball, stays up in the zone. It was supposed to be away, stayed middle, and he hits his 4th home run of the season. Missed a lot of time earlier in the season. I believe it was knee surgery that he had.
2 down for Chris Young now as the Diamondbacks have a 4-1 advantage. Chad Tracy had an RBI single in the 2nd, now a 3-run home run in the 3rd. On the ground to third base. Mike Lowell gathers and throws to end the inning, but it's now 4-1 Diamondbacks after 2.5.
I want you to see something totally unique. It's called Jazz, and we have one in every Jordan sleep lab. Jazz gives our sleep technicians a view of your pressure profile. Did you know that certain profiles are major contributors to restless sleep? With Jazz, we're able to help you decide which type of mattress will provide you the best solution to minimize pressure points and give you a great night's sleep. So whatever music you listen to, I guarantee Jazz will put you to sleep.
Great moments don't just happen here. They happen with you, in the crowd. Go to StubHub.com and buy the tickets you want, even if the event is sold out. Or sell your tickets on StubHub.com and share an experience that will live on. For that next great moment, go to StubHub.com. Our Fan Protect guarantee ensures your tickets are authentic and on time every time. Great moments start at StubHub.
Small. Big. Minimum. Maximum. A lot. For a little.
The Nissan Versa, 33 miles per gallon and the largest interior volume in its class.
We've come to this island, and you'll never believe what we found. The internet. Seems it can't hide here either. Simply insert the AT&T Laptop Connect card and you're connected at mobile broadband speeds. Email business proposals, access your customer database, all on the go. I'm Bill Curtis, and I've just found the internet.
The internet can't hide anymore. Get the AT&T Laptop Connect card for free and work in more places worldwide than anyone else.
Last half of the 3rd inning back at Fenway Park. It's Jerry Remy Day here at Fenway. It's our pleasure to have with us Mayor Menino up here in the booth.
It's great to be here on Jerry Remy Day. 20 years of
entertaining our folks, talking about baseball knowledge all the time. And I have a proclamation here. It's 20 whereases. So I don't read them all. But I just want to say, I'm thinking about running for higher office.
Are you really?
Yeah, I might be president of something.
Red Sox Nation?
Well, not bad. We'll have a competition.
You want to switch jobs?
No, I get paid. You don't. And you take all the abuse. But no, win's your fault. That's great, Jerry. You've been really great to the Boston fans and the charities you do. I mean, but the only thing I got to say, Don, I mean, look at him.
I know.
20 years.
I don't get it.
Remy dogs, Remy clothes, Remy this. He can't afford to buy a new shirt. I mean,
it's a very nice shirt. It's very expensive.
It's very nice. 20 years old. Okay, I just one of the replicas came out of the closet.
Is this Mayor? Is the Mayor? Is this Lenny Clark?
Long throw from third base, picked out by Connor Jackson. Tell us about some of the whereas. What do you got here?
Oh, it's real serious for whereas. You know, he played with the Red Sox 78 to 84. Fulfilled his childhood dream, making an All-Star team in 1978, scoring 87 runs and stealing 30 bases. You know, he has continued to entertain millions of Red Sox fans for the past 20 years. His engaging and thrilling style of broadcasting offered a unique take on the game of baseball through his vast knowledge and passion for this game. Whereas Jerry Remy was elected to a popular vote, the president of Red Sox Nation reaffirmed the love, respect, and admiration the fans of Red Sox Nation have for him. Now, I therefore, Thomas Menino, Mayor of the City of Boston, hereby proclaim Tuesday, June 24, 2008, to be Jerry Remy Day in the City of Boston. I urge all of my fellow Bostonians to join in recognizing Jerry Remy for his contribution to the game of baseball and to thank him for bringing the joy of the Red Sox into our lives as a player, as a broadcaster, and now as president of Red Sox Nation. Congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you very
much.
Really,
thank you for what you do.
Thank you. I
and
really
Don,
appreciate it.
Thank you for putting up with them.
Thank you very much. Great to see you, Mayor. Thank you for coming up. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime you want to switch jobs, let me know.
Well, you know, some days I do.
Your job's pretty good.
That's so much fun. We have fun every day. You got paid for watching a baseball game. I can't believe this. It's unbelievable.
They do pay us. Well, Manny Ramirez bats with 2 outs. We thank the mayor for coming up on this Jerry Remy Day, and the Red Sox here trailing by 3 runs, 4-1 as they bat in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 2 outs. Manny singled his first time up. Mayor killing your shirt. That's great.
I thought it was Lenny Clark. I should change maybe into my shirt and tie, huh?
Especially for somebody before Lenny Clark does arrive, if he comes tonight. And then he fouls it off to the right, and the count is 1-2.
That's awfully nice of the mayor to take his time out and stop into the booth, and I really appreciate it. Very, very nice. Did his homework too.
He did. He's got a lot of stuff on there.
A lot of stuff on that I didn't even know about.
Well, it is officially Jerry Remy Day now here in the city of Boston. As the 1-2 misses up top, 2-2. Michael Ole waits on deck. Doug Davis about to throw his 49th pitch as he has a 3-run lead to work with now. And he strikes out Ramirez. A 1-2-3 3rd inning. We played 3 at 4-1 Arizona.
Can't we stay another day?
Sure. Florida. Easy to get to, hard to leave. With new nonstops from Manchester to Fort Lauderdale, Southwest Airlines is taking low fares farther. Fly for just $99 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
Don't realize they're missing out on a bargain of their life. Hyundai is a great automobile. We have an extended warranty that goes 10 years or 100,000 miles. And J.D. Power says it's one of the best built cars in America. Compared to other cars, it's a very good buy. We put Hyundai into a brand new location across the street from Prime Ford and right next door to Prime Nissan. Come in and take a look at this car. I'll buy the coffee and I'll buy the donuts.
Don't let the other dealers fool you with their flyer ads. Coastal Motor Group has the Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs you've been looking for. Drive this 08 Edge SE, 24 MPG, 265 horsepower. Save over $6,000, just $239 a month. Or get Ford employee pricing right now on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Get 0% financing for up to 60 months and pay what Ford employees pay. Coastal Motor Group, Yankee Ford, Brunswick Ford, and Rockland Ford Lincoln Mercury.
Expo TV is the destination for consumers who want product information. And now, we're the best place to find information on all kinds of local businesses and services. Just go to Expo TV On Demand and select Access Main. Expo TV. It's fun, it's free, and it's only on Time Warner Digital Cable.
Talking with teens about alcohol use isn't enough. Find out more, do more to prevent underage alcohol use by your teen.
Ojeda leads it off for the Diamondbacks here in the top half of the fourth inning. Arizona on top 4-1. That's the bottom third of their order. Ojeda, Salazar, and Snyder to face Justin Masterson here in the fourth inning. Ojeda quickly down 0-2. Walked his first time up, one of 2 walks tonight given up by Masterson. On the ground at Brandon Moss, his first chance, and he'll take it himself for the first out. Well, we have some special guests at Fenway Park tonight. They're seated near the Red Sox dugout and have some very big fans over at the Museum of Fine Arts, who of course are the Red Sox good neighbors here at Fenway. Want to extend a very warm welcome to the family of Reeve Marriott, Wilson, Lucy, Jim, and Nikki. I hope you all enjoy the ball game tonight. And it's turned out to be a great night here at Fenway Park. Weather-wise, as the rains made their way through, a bit of a delay tonight, but underway to center field off the bat of Salazar. Cope goes back there, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, finally does look like we get a lot of the bad weather out, and I guess tonight and tomorrow is supposed to be very nice here at Fenway Park, so that's good news.
That very strong individual in the middle looks a little bit like you.
There's Fabi talking to Walt.
There's Jared, who obviously got your muscles. Gets you in there for a strike.
If you never need to hire him as a bodyguard,
Yes.
Don, feel free.
He's going to walk me to my car after the game. He works out a little more than you do.
A little more intensity.
Chris Snyder with 2 outs. What about did it end when you were in charge of that relationship? Just curious.
Well, it went from trying to be a father to begging. You know?
64 pitches for Justin Masterson. The pitch inside. 2-2. Two down here in the top half of the fourth inning. A 3-run home run for Chad Tracy off Justin Masterson last inning. Now the difference in the game. The 3-2 is ball 4, and down to first base goes Chris Snyder. So it's the third walk given up by Masterson. Well, we welcome to the booth John Henry and Tom Werner here on this Jerry Remy Day. Welcome.
Thank you for having us. This is a, we start here as fans, and we're just so pleased that everyone is recognizing Jerry's accomplishments tonight, and it's just been a terrific pregame ceremony and all the stuff going on between innings. It's been terrific.
Well, it's been a fun night here tonight. Thankfully, the weather cooperated after a pretty good rainstorm coming through.
I certainly want to thank Ness and, of course, and the Red Sox for making this possible tonight. It's been great.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why John is dressed up much nicer than you, Jerry.
He owns the team.
It's Jerry Remy night. I'm shocked. Look what you're wearing tonight.
And the mayor's been on me. Now the owner's on me.
No, well, he actually had to run up here after the ceremony. That was the problem. He didn't have a chance to change. The game was underway when he got back, so he didn't want to miss any of the action. That's why he's dressed as he is right now.
I'm going to go change after this inning.
I think you might want to before any guests show up.
We created a new orchid. It's called the Jerry Remy orchid. The Rem orchid.
Nice.
And we have something special. Maybe we'll wait
until the end of the half inning.
All right, very good.
We'll do it when we're not on the air.
1-2 the count here to the batter Eric Burns as the Diamondbacks bat here in the top half of the fourth inning. Always very special when you have ceremonies like that here to see some of the great Red Sox players to come back, and a great group on the field tonight.
It was great to see all those Hall of Famers, and I know that they came here really because they really did want to honor Jerry.
I missed that, actually. I was trying to decide what to wear tonight.
Broken bat liner into center field for a base hit. And up to second base goes Snyder on the single for Eric Burns.
I might say that one thing about what this new ownership group has done since it has been here with the Boston Red Sox, it has welcomed back a lot of these players that have played in the past. And I think for a long period of time they felt like when they left here they were forgotten. And I know they love coming back. They love coming back to Boston. This is a place where they love playing. They tried to win championships, which we could never do, but they were all tremendous players, many of them Hall of Famers. And this group has brought them back into the Red Sox family, and they're all very appreciative of that.
Thank you.
It sounds like it's something that's important to you guys as well, having him back in spring training and during the course of the season.
Well, these men should be honored. You know, the fans. Jerry got a great round of applause, but Eckersley and Dwight Evans and Jim Rice and Carlton Fisk, fans love to see them back here too.
Action for the first time in the Red Sox pen as Chris Smith starts warming up. Total of 74 pitches for Justin Masterson, working with 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Now, Masterson has been a fun story so far this season to watch him mature at the major league level.
It has, and you know the thing about it is he's still learning. I mean, here's a guy that just a month ago was pitching at AA baseball with 1 AAA start, now thrown in the fire in the big leagues because of injuries, and he has more than held his own.
The 2-1 is chopped to first base. Brandon Moss will take it himself to end the inning.
And we'll be back.
I think we're doing this right now.
We're going to keep it right
But
here.
we're going to do Don and Jerry. And we're doing this with our tongue firmly implanted in our cheek. But we thought that this was the time, now that you've had all these glowing tributes, to do something in a comedy vein. So John and I are going to do a top 10 list now of top 10 reasons why we decided to have Jerry Remy Day.
Well, number 10, it was either doing this or Jerry doing a swimsuit calendar.
And now I'm waiting for number 9. Number 9, because Jerry's baseball card should now increase in value from 3 cents to 4 cents.
That's true.
Number 8, we didn't have a Hazel May Day, and look what happened.
Number 7, after his air guitar performance, Jerry's been invited to tour with Aerosmith.
Oh my God.
Number 6, we'll do anything to render Jerry speechless.
And number 5, we're sitting on 30,000 pounds of frozen Rem dogs.
Number 4, Jerry will remember this. We got an executive order from the president of Red Sox Nation.
Number 3, because Tom Caron got a better deal on his home mortgage from Sovereign Bank.
And number 2 is Don Orsillo turned us down.
And the number 1 reason why we're having Jerry Remy Day tonight, we wanted to create something with Jerry's name on it that wasn't for sale on his website.
outstanding. That was
Anyway,
great.
Thank you for having us up here tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was fantastic.
Thank you, John.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
All right.
You do such a great job, Jerry.
Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming up, guys, on this Jerry Remy Day. So far, my favorite part of Jerry Remy Day. That was outstanding.
There's a future on Letterman there, I see.
Pretty good. It was on to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Fenway Park. It was 4-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks on top. And Mike Lowell will lead it off against Doug Davis. Oh, the single to center field his first time up. To Mike Lowell. Well, Davis enjoyed his best inning in the 3rd as he retired Pedroia, Drew, and Ramirez in order. 2 groundouts and a strikeout. He has now retired the last 5 batters in a row, but has fallen behind Lowell 3-0 to begin things here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's ball 4 on 4 pitches. First walk of the night given up by Doug Davis.
Standing room at Fenway Park just got better. Take a tour of the ballpark. Have your own private viewing of batting practice from the Monster. Then watch the game from the brand new Coca-Cola deck. This deal includes food vouchers as well. Tickets start at just $60. Call the Tours hotline at 617-226-6666 for more information.
One of our great stage managers, Christina Connolly, enjoying the game tonight. Lindsey Bloom doing the honors tonight in the booth, so Christina's got the night off and enjoying it here. Where else? Fenway Park. Mason Veritek down to 3rd. Ojeda to 2nd for 1, on to 1st, and it's a double play. That happened fast, and there's 2 down in the inning.
And the struggles continue for Jason Veritek. He did have the base hit in the ball game last night. But the 5-4-3 as Hudson backs off the bag and makes the throw to first base. When the second baseman backs off like that, it's tough for the runner to get to him.
Two down for Brandon Moss. Struck out swinging his first time up. Three strikeouts for Doug Davis. And Moss down 1-2. Davis breaking into the big leagues as a member of the Texas Rangers back in 1999. He was a 10th round pick by the Rangers. After 4 seasons in Texas, claimed off waivers by Toronto. 4 years in Milwaukee, and now with Arizona as he strikes out Moss looking. Ends the 4th. It's 4-1 Arizona.
Presenting the Lincoln MKX with exclusive sync technology powered by Microsoft and an roof. Lease the Lincoln MKX with all-wheel drive for just $349 a month from America's fastest growing full line of luxury vehicles. Lincoln.
KFC Famous Bowls, freshly prepared with our home-style mashed potatoes, layered with sweet corn, all-white meat, crispy chicken, and topped with our signature gravy and 3-cheese blend. Life tastes better with KFC.
Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep are giving you relief at the pump just when you need it most.
We can go anywhere in our Jeep Patriot.
We can haul the boat to the lake in our Dodge Ram.
We're going on our summer vacation in our Chrysler Town & Country, and we won't pay more than $2.99 a gallon for gas.
Now when you buy or lease most Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep vehicles, you'll pay just $2.99 a gallon for gas or diesel in each of the next 3 years for up to the first 12,000 miles per year.
$2.99.
Let's refuel America. See your Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep dealer today.
I may not be a rock star, but air guitar is definitely part of the package. And working hard to keep your business rocking and rolling is part of Sovereign's small business package. Everything from checking with 300 free transactions a month to loans and credit card services, all tailored to you. The Sovereign Small Business Package, it rocks.
Welcome to Sovereign.
Well, congratulations, Jerry. It's been 20 years. The big question I have after all the laughs and fun you've given us all, are we laughing with you or at you?
The Lincoln MKZ with heated and cooled front seats and exclusive sync technology for voice-activated phone, music, and more. Lease the Lincoln MKZ with all-wheel drive for just $329 a month, including a
Top half of the 5th inning. This one ripped right back where it came from and into center field. Orlando Hudson with a single that went right by Justin Masterson. Hudson swinging at that first pitch and aboard for the second time on his second hit. Masterson trying to get ahead and went over the middle on the fastball, and it's grounded into center field for Orlando Hudson. The pitching line is brought to you by Nissan as Masterson works into the 5th. He's at 77 pitches, 4 earned runs, including the 3-run home run by Chad Tracy. As Connor Jackson fouls off the pitch. Well, it's great to have with us double play partner Rooster Rick Burleson. Great to see you. Thanks for coming up on this Jerry Remy Day.
It's my pleasure. It's great to be here.
Back at Fenway Park once again.
This place is beautiful. I'll tell you, it's the chills come up me every time I'm down on that field. I just can't believe how beautiful it is, and just miss it so much.
What was it like playing with Jerry on a daily basis, double play partner?
Jerry was a pretty regimented guy. I mean, you knew what he was going to do day to day, whether it be running his 5 sprints before the game or drinking his 3 Bud Lights after the game. Hey, and only 3, by the way.
Only 3.
And that's the thing I loved about the guy. No matter whether it was a good night or a bad night, 3, he was done. That was it. And, he played a long time because of it. And I'm very proud of what he's done here in Boston.
Well, this is one of the angriest men I've ever met in my life. He came to the ballpark angry. He was angry all during the game, and no matter what the result of the game was, he went home angry. Every single day of his life. And I'll tell you what, playing next to a guy like that, it brings the best out of you because he wouldn't let you slack off at all. And if you did, he let you know about it. We had a bunch of guys like that.
Yeah, that was just a facade. It was just my immaturity at the time. And, hey, you look back on it and just what a glorious 7 years I had here in Boston. And the 3 with Jerry as my keystone partner was just outstanding. I mean, you look at this young team they have now with Ellsbury, he might steal 80 bases, they say. And Jerry could have done the same thing. He had that same type of speed as a second baseman, leadoff guy, and yet 30 was a big number in those days. And mostly because, Don, they didn't want him stealing. We had the big guys hitting behind Jerry, myself. You had Lynn and Rice and Fisk and Yastrzemski. God, the list goes on. Dwight Evans. And so, we didn't steal bases. But Jerry's the one guy that could do it. And, he had the speed that we all desired. In fact, we would race before games, and he'd give me a head start, and he'd come blowing by me about the 90-foot mark. But it looked good in front of the fans because they thought I was pretty fast.
Rick, how often do you get back to Fenway Park? When was the last time you were here?
I don't even remember. I think it might have been 2002 when I was inducted into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. However, I am coming back in September for a week this year, and plan on doing a couple autograph things at the ballpark, and just kind of a vacation. It's our 35th anniversary, my wife Karen and I, and we want to have a fun time, and so we're going to come back for a week in September and visit some of the old guys that I haven't seen in a long time.
It had to be great on the field today. We were talking with Jerry about all the teammates coming back here today, and probably haven't seen a lot of those guys in a while.
That's true. Fisk, it's been a long time. I've ran into Rice a couple times. You know, Walt Hriniak, our old hitting coach, who was, you know, I had to tell this guy today, I said, you know, I've been in your shoes now a few times as a coach and instructor and as a hitting guy, and I didn't realize it at the time when I was playing, but all the effort that you gave me as a coach, I said, I really appreciate those days. And I meant it sincerely, because you just, when you're playing, it's all about you, but when you're coaching, it's all about the player. So it's a whole different ball game, and I realize that now with him, how much time and effort he gave both of us when we were here, and all the guys. But he would throw the whole BP. He would do flip in the cages at 1:30, 2 o'clock to everybody that needed it. And just, it was great to see him. I hadn't seen him in years.
It's great to see you. Thanks for being here for Jerry Remy Day.
Thanks for coming back, Russo.
It's my pleasure. Hey, I'm actually getting to see the team that I work for now, the Diamondbacks. It was strange that they're here while I'm in town, but I got to run into some of those guys that I saw in spring training and was with, and they're having a great year too. But you know my heart's with the Red Sox, so hopefully someday we'll get back here and maybe we can reunite again for a long time. Thank you.
If you want to put yourself in the truck that's best at holding its value, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, then put yourself in a Tundra with zero due-it signing. Zero. Put yourself in a Tundra lease for $289 a month for 36 months. Or get your Tundra with 0% financing plus $1,000 down payment assistance that could save you thousands. Toyota's summer sales event ends soon. Put yourself in a Tundra now and you could save.
Exceptionally brewed for a taste that's pure Amsterdam. Amstel Light, one damn good beer.
We've come to this island, and you'll never believe what we found. The internet. Seems it can't hide here either. Simply insert the AT&T Laptop Connect card and you're connected at mobile broadband speeds. Email business proposals, access your customer database, all on the go. I'm Bill Curtis, and I've just found the internet.
The internet can't hide anymore. Get the AT&T Laptop Connect card for free and work in more places worldwide than anyone else.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Coco Crisp leads it off. A swing and a miss as Doug Davis has thrown 59 pitches back on the hill here for the Diamondbacks. 4-1 advantage for Arizona. Crisp, Lugo, and Ellsbury to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Coco singled in the second inning and was left at second base as Jacoby Ellsbury grounded out to end the second. Red Sox have left 3 men on in the first 4 innings. To third base, picked on the backhand by Ojeda. 1 down.
Don't forget, tomorrow after the pregame show wraps, Tom Carroll will be signing into NESN.com Playground to chat with you live during the game. Get your questions ready and join TC at the all-new NESN.com Playground tomorrow live at 7.
Well, thanks to Rick Burleson for coming up on this Jerry Remy night. And fans saluting Jerry all over the ballpark tonight. Jerry, you were saying that the Rooster was pretty intense, was he?
Oh, my God. He was, that's the only way he could play. The only way he could play was angry. And he's one of those guys when you went out to play catch with, prior to the game before we took infield practice, his first throw was as hard as his last throw. I mean, he couldn't throw the ball soft. And I remember we were in a series with the Yankees, and he came out and popped off in the paper about the Yankees, and I forget exactly what he said. And all I can remember is the next game they come out, they were trying to absolutely annihilate both of us at second base. And I said, Rooster, I said, I want to live through this. But he didn't care. I mean, he said what was on his mind, and he was just a very fierce competitor. And, you talk about guys getting most out of their ability. He was certainly one of those.
a shame to see what happened with his arm. Eventually, that cost him his career. It's unfortunate, but boy, he was. I mean, there was no let up. It was constant, and if you slacked off a little bit, he'd let you know about it.
Leo Lugo batting with 1 out and the base is empty. We have a special guest on the phone on this Jerry Remy day. It's Renee Russo. Renee, are you there?
I'm here.
Happy Jerry Remy Day to you.
I would say happy Jerry Remy Day to you. You having a good time?
I'm having a great time. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I wanted to call, and besides, congratulate you, I wanted to give you a little list of the reasons I love you, and then I actually have one complaint. So I want to know, which do you want first?
Give me the complaint.
Okay. So I came to visit you and meet you 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I came in your booth.
Yeah.
And I got a picture with Dawn.
Yeah.
But you kind of ignored me, and I didn't get a picture with you, and I was a little embarrassed to ask, you being a big star and everything.
No, that's because Dawn hogs every camera that comes in the booth.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, you got to give me a picture. And I'll tell you another thing. This is part of the same complaint. Okay, I went to Angel Stadium, and I tried to get backstage to see you, and they didn't let me through. And I just wanted to know, was that you? Did you have anything to do with that?
No, I have no control over that at all. and I really think with your fame, you should have been able to get anywhere you wanted to get.
Yeah, I thought maybe you put the kibosh on that. Maybe I'm just being a little bit paranoid. So, look, I would just like you to announce publicly that you will take a picture with me the next time I go into the booth, or I'm not so sure I'm going to go up. I mean, I love Don. I would come up to see him, but what do you think?
You're coming to Anaheim?
You know what? I am going to Anaheim. Can I see you then?
Absolutely.
All right, we have a date. I'm going to try to get back there. You might want to put in a good word.
No problem. I'm sure it'll be no problem at all. Where are you watching the game from, L.A.?
Yeah, I am.
How's life out there with the Laker fans?
Oh, my God. I've got a friend who was a major Celtic fan, and I had to watch it with him, and I thought he was going to go crazy. But, I hear cheering. What just happened?
Jacoby Ellsbury, very handsome guy, just got introduced. Do you know about Jacoby?
I know about them all, and I love Jacoby. Absolutely love him.
Are you still watching every night, Renee?
Come on, I watch all the time. I got to admit, the last couple of nights I didn't, but Pedroia, I saw him hit a home run today. I love all the guys,
Renee Russo, thanks for joining us on this Jerry Remy Day. We'll see you in Anaheim.
Okay, bye.
Pitches for sure.
Okay, bye.
We can't explain this, but we can explain auto insurance and what the big changes in Massachusetts mean to you. Call Amica today. You could save a lot of money on your next policy.
They come to Applebee's on family night and game night and girls' night out. Especially now, because for a limited time only, we're bringing back Applebee's 3-Course Classic starting at $9.99. Choose 3 full courses, entree, appetizer, and dessert. 3-Course Classic starting at just $9.99. Not Tuesdays or Fridays, but every day at Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood.
Hey, Skip, need you in the wheelhouse.
Tenacious grip, no matter the conditions. Firehawk tires with Unity technology, only from Firestone.
Sorry.
A Mazda 3 with 17-inch alloy wheels and more room and standard horsepower than a Honda Civic is hard to resist. Very hard.
Yes? Now get 1.9% APR financing on the 32 miles per gallon 08 Mazda 3i Touring Value Edition. Hurry to your Mazda dealer today.
We can't explain this, But we can explain auto insurance and what the big changes in Massachusetts.
Top half of the 6th inning, Diamondbacks on top 4-1. Augie Ojeda leading it off here against Masterson. He's at 87 pitches as he works to the first batter of the 6th inning. Ojeda, Salazar, and Snyder. Ojeda walked in the second, grounded out to second base in the 4th inning. Diamondbacks on top 4-1 thanks to a 3-run home run by Chad Tracy back in the 3rd inning. It's the difference. And it's 1-2.
Well, the Red Sox having trouble scoring runs. Trouble last night. Only the 1 run here tonight.
Well, your West Coast trip has picked up. I know you're kind of dreading going back out there again, but looks like it's improved. A swing and a miss. Ojeda is out number 1.
A picture and a date with Renee Russo. What more could you ask for, right?
No. It's all good.
Fastball sailing up and away from Ojeda to pick up the strikeout for Justin Masterson. All those pitches, all 4 of them away in the strike zone.
One out, 4 strikeouts for Masterson. Jeff Salazar, the batter, he's 0 for 2. He's flied out twice. And then lifts it in the air again from center, Coco Crisp. And there's 2 down.
You don't have to go to Fenway to feel the ballpark excitement this season. Visit a Showcase cinema near you for HD Game Night Red Sox Live. Don't miss the next game of the season tomorrow night at 7 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tickets are available for 6 more games, and kids are always only $5. Visit Nesson.com for complete information and a list of participating theaters.
2 outs in the 6th inning. Chris Snyder, the batter. Snyder struck out swinging in the 2nd. He walked in the 4th. To hold up but went around, says Mike Everett, home plate umpire. And it's 2-2.
Again, that sweeping breaking ball dropping down to the side and fooling Snyder.
Lined into center field. A 2-out single for Chris Snyder. 2nd time he's been on base tonight. He walked his last time up. This time a single, and now 7 hits for Arizona.
Now made him look bad on a slider, then comes back with the sinking fastball, and the line shot right back up the middle as John Farrell will take a visit to the mound. Looks like we might start to get some action out in that Red Sox bullpen. Again, Chris Smith, 2nd time tonight.
No, 2 down. Chris Snyder at first base. Back up top for Eric Burns. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Single to center back in the 4th inning. Burns just coming back off the disabled list, appearing last night. Reinstated by the Diamondbacks. Been on the DL since May the 27th with the right hamstring strain. We're glad to have their leadoff hitter back, guy who stole 50 bases a season ago for Arizona. outside, 3-0. Masterson about to throw his 100th pitch of the night.
And with that pitch count maybe working into his last inning.
There's a strike, 3-1. Already the most pitches he's thrown at the major league level.
And the Red Sox always very cautious and careful, especially with their young pitches and even their veteran pitches. We saw them give Beckett the extra time off.
Previous high had been 98 pitches back at Cincinnati in his 3-1 loss. This is to third base. Mike Lowell goes to second for the force out that ends things here in the top of the sixth. 5.5 done, 4-1 Arizona.
Tired of being nickeled and dimed by other airlines?
Is this your first flight?
On Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees for stuff that should be free. Southwest, fees don't fly with us.
You are now free to move about the country. If you want to put yourself in the truck that's best at holding its value, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, then put yourself in a Tundra with zero due-it signing. Zero. Put yourself in a Tundra lease for $289 a month for 36 months. Or get your Tundra with 0% financing plus $1,000 down payment assistance that could save you thousands. Toyota's summer sales event ends soon. Put yourself in a Tundra now and you could save.
Bob's Value Team versus the Gimmick Store Team. McGillicuddy throws the sleaze ball. Free financing isn't free, it's built into the price. It's a hit. Two-piece twin mattress set, only $199. Here's the pork ball. Free delivery, it's built into the price. Another hit. Two-piece full set, only $299. The split finger zinger. Free bed frame, that's built into the price too. Another hit. Two-piece queen set, only $333. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Lowest price guarantee compared to what? No two stores carry the same thing. Grand Slam. Three-piece king set, only $499. The Bob's team wins again, and they take away your old betting.
The Ford F-Series has stood by the American worker for 60 years.
It's the truck that helped build this country. And we're proud to build the trucks America still counts on every day.
So to help you get the F-150 or Super Duty you need,
we're standing by you again with employee pricing.
Now you pay what I pay.
Just when you need it most, our best offer of the year.
And a great time to drive one.
Get employee pricing plus up to $3,000 cash or 0% financing plus $1,000 cash and a 5-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Jerry Remy Day on Nesson is presented by Jordan's Furniture and by Sovereign Bank.
Well, on this Jerry Remy Day back at Fenway Park, we head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Arizona on top 4-1, and it is our pleasure to have with us Bob Kurtz, who's one of Jerry's great partners over the years here at Nesson. And Bob, of course, the voice of the Minnesota Wild these days, coming back for Jerry Remy Day. Good to see you, Bob.
Nice to see you, Don. Nice to see Jerry. It's always fun, and the view hasn't changed, has it?
Not much, no.
Same seat.
Except the crowds are a little bigger.
Crowds are bigger. Oh, they did a great job with this ballpark, though. That's the first thing you notice when you walk in and you haven't been here. It looks like, seamless transition. Looks like it's been here forever. I know the park has, but the new seats haven't.
Jerry was reliving your spring training when you had replacement players and you guys were doing games every day a little bit earlier. Sounds like it was a lot of fun, a lot of travel.
A lot of travel, a lot of counting alligators on the way.
One of the days, most of the stations were pulling their guys out. Remember we went to Fort Lauderdale for a big Yankee Red Sox replacement game? MSG was pulling all their stuff out. We're coming in to cover this big game. And then they had a brawl. Remember that?
A replacement brawl. A bench clearing brawl. My favorite Jerry thing, though, is in spring training. Is this one on every year? It's going to bring you the key for room 611 or the 4. He stayed in the same room every spring. Not to say he's a creature of habit.
Oh,
29 consecutive days, he would go to Nino's and have chicken cacciatore, and then once a spring, he would go over to Woody's over in Coral Gables for the barbecue. It's just to break things up a little bit. Yeah.
I've broken out a little now. I go to Naples now.
Chicken cacciatore every night, was it not?
Yep, 29 straight nights.
Hey, at least we brought Nino some business.
That's right. Are they still in business?
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while.
Well, I noticed you're open for the Mayor's Cup. It was kind of tough getting through that.
We had a hilarious time. We used to play this place like 16 times every spring.
Back to the pitcher, and J.D. Drew is out number 2.
We talked Tom Kelly one year into going on camera and proclaiming the Mayor's Cup was bigger than the World Series. And then we would do this open where we would take the camera and go, it was a Daniels Parkway.
Yeah.
You try and make it look like there's a huge amount of cars coming in. There's no room in the ballpark. We must have had like 17 takes to do the open. We were rolling on the ground at the end.
It was crying. We were crying doing it was crazy. But in those days, we were doing almost all the spring training games.
Every single one. All over.
And you get back at night at 9 o'clock, you're totally exhausted. Next day, you're up at 7 going to Bradenton or somewhere else. It was crazy.
Now meet at McDonald's, have coffee,
yeah.
Go count the alligators.
And he sends this into center field. The 2-out single for Ramirez takes the turn. We're visiting with Bob Kurtz on this Remy day.
Plus, things have changed a lot. Now we have pregame people that take care of the pregame, postgame that takes care of postgame. We have on-field Heidi Watney who does interviews. We used to never do that, guy.
Yeah.
And remember waiting for players it was ridiculous. You stand out there like in Texas in 100-degree heat.
Remember our friend Bob Frattaroli?
Yeah.
He was going after Rafael Palmeiro. The first day he just sort of nuzzled up to him, and get a little rapport going. Second day, the third day, nope, he wouldn't do the interview. Brad had the head down.
Jerry used to say that he dreaded any time he got to the park and saw the chair set up by the dugout because he knew it was coming.
That's bad. Or we get the yell from the truck, tell him it's for Nesson.
Yeah.
Sir.
Well, Will sends it to shortstop. Drew will flip to second for the out. Bob Kurtz, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, and thanks for having me, Jerry. This is great. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming back.
20 more years.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good luck, Don. You'll need it for 20 years.
Cash, cash, cash. Who doesn't like cash? That's what you'll get this month at Pape Chevrolet. Right now, get $6,000 cash back on SUVs. Yes, $6,000 cash back. Or buy a truck and get $5,000 cash back. What about this? Get 0% financing for 60 months. Trying to save gas? Choose from 7 Chevy vehicles that get at least 30 miles per gallon. Hurry to Pape Chevrolet for cash, cash, cash. And remember, at Pape Chevrolet, we've got it.
Carl, can you see the pen? I'm going to ask you to do a test. It's called the one-leg stand. You raise your right foot up, stand on one leg. Stand here just like this. Do it. I'm not going to do any more tests. I'm going to place you under arrest for operating under the influence.
Maine Beverage Company wants you to know a designated driver is the right choice every time.
Expo TV is the destination for consumers who want product information. And now, we're the best place to find information on all kinds of local businesses and services. Just go to Expo TV On Demand and select Access Maine. Expo TV. It's fun, it's free, and it's only on Time Warner Digital Cable.
Talking with teens about alcohol use isn't enough. Find out more, do more to prevent underage alcohol use by your teen.
You think you got what it takes to keep this group happy?
No problem. We can laugh, we can cry, we can feel young at heart, thrilled, inspired.
How about humble?
That's an odd one, but give me time, I'll find it.
Digital Cable offers thousands of movies, music, and kids shows on demand, with new shows added every day and more HD shows than ever. Time Warner Cable has digital video packages starting as low as $29.95 per month. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Back at Fenway, it's 4-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks on top of the Red Sox. We head to the top half of the 7th inning, and the new pitcher for Boston is Chris Smith.
Chris Smith making his second appearance in a Red Sox uniform. His first coming on the 21st against St. Louis. Pitched 4 innings in that ball game. 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, and 3 strikeouts. And what Smith did show us in that ball game was a very good changeup.
He was recalled from the Paw Sox last Tuesday. Made his major league debut in the game Jerry mentioned on Saturday. And Stephen Drew leads it off here for the Diamondbacks in the 7th. Justin Masterson tonight going the first 6 innings for Boston, giving up 7 hits, 4 runs. A 3-run home run to Chad Tracy back in the 3rd. He walked 4, struck out 4. And is on the hook, came into tonight's outing with a 4-1 record. There's the Diamondbacks bat here in the 7th. Inside 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. Stephen Drew, Orlando Hudson, and Connor Jackson here in the 7th inning for the Diamondbacks. Line down the right field line, foul. And towards Canvas Alley, and it hangs at 2-2. Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Hess. Always the place for extra big deals and extra big savings. The 2-2 pitch is inside, full count.
Everybody use this.
The 3-2 pitch is into center field. Crisp is back a few steps for the first out of the inning. Lenny Remy is with us here tonight in the booth now.
That's right, here I am. And you guys, I've been doing this 20 years. I need this one. It's my night. Don't you dare lose this one. I've had it with you people. It's Arizona, for God's sakes. They're sweating in the summer. They're sweating in the winter. Pound these guys. It's really me. Congratulations.
Thank you for being here.
Are you kidding? I got out of prison to come for this. I got a weekend pass. 20 years. I can't believe it. How many years did you play in the majors?
10, 11, somewhere in there.
So you're going to have a good pension by now, 30-something years.
Right out the window.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of children.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've only had one wife.
Yeah.
I go through that in a weekend. I used to be a bottle of whiskey and I'd give someone a ring. Hey, I saw the new rings, by the way. Fantastic. I love everything about this ballpark. You know, I just saw John Henry. He said, you know, I love Jerry, but tell him we better win tonight. Come on, we need a win. Strike this guy out. Let's get back up.
I don't know if you know this or not. Great to see you.
Nice suit.
But thank you. You too. You look very
Ghiblis.
nice.
I'm the best.
Incredible.
I said I got to go see Jerry. I got to dress up. I don't want to look like some idiot. This is a 20-year celebration.
Yeah, I wasn't dressed up. I had a Bahama shirt on. Everybody's getting all over me, so I went and put a tie on.
I heard them. You know, and I love Mayor Menino, but he got to stay off the bikes and stop giving fashion advice. Tom Menino's one of the best big city mayors in the world, but he's got to stay off the bicycles and leave Jerry Remy's dress code alone. All right, get this. Come on, boys. There you go. That's what we like. Now, let's get some runs. It's Remy night.
I don't know if you know this or not, but during the pregame ceremony, he was asked what his favorite lightest moment was in his 20 years. You know what he picked?
What?
Your appearance.
You're kidding
the
me.
attack on Mel Gibson.
Yep.
Oh, you know, you're not going to believe this. Mel's coming to Boston to shoot
No
a movie.
way.
And my agent said, there's a perfect part for you. I said, are you out of your mind? Don't you remember? She goes, oh, yeah, that's right. I said, well, you know, he'll probably forget. So he's not producing it, and he's not directing it. He's just starring it. So wouldn't it be funny if I got a part in that film?
Oh, boy.
Maybe I could bring him up to the booth.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I'd love that. Yeah.
You just talked to Renee Russo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Love her.
Yeah, she's going to see
There's
Jerry
something going on there.
Big fan of yours.
There's something going on.
Oh, yeah, I think. Well, you know what? So the whole baseball thing, you know what I mean? Something. I find baseball very erotic.
Last time you were here, oh, how about my gift? You see this?
This is a gift.
Oh, my God.
He's going through a midlife crisis, so they chose this as a
Jerry,
gift.
you deserve this. This is what I mean about this team. The ownership here, they don't get better. They give cars away. How many more years till you get your car, Don? How many years you been doing this now?
8.
8?
Yeah.
12 more years, you'll be riding around a caddy. Oh, no, maybe it's a Ford deal. Yeah, we'll get you a nice Ford. We'll get you a Boss Mustang 302 or something. Hey, I look pretty good in this suit.
You look fantastic.
You know what?
Slim.
Someone asked me if I was getting married. I go, why? What'd you hear? No, I'm already married. I'm happily married. 26 years. 5 different women, but I'm the winner.
Hey, last time you said you had something going out there for a show.
You're not going to believe what happened. They called me and said no. They said I was too nice a guy. I called them up and I said, you son of a... I got to be careful. I said, you so-and-so, how about if I come down there and beat you up? How not? So I got an audition tomorrow for a different part in the same show. I don't think I'm going to get it. I think they're just afraid to death of me, to be honest with you. But it's a couple of kids from New England. Scott Rosenberg or something. So if anyone knows him, call him tonight. I'll be seeing him tomorrow. But I'm still doing Rescue Me, so it's not a total... I mean, I love Rescue Me. You know, I love being Uncle Teddy. I'm a good uncle. I played Uncle Carl in Fever Pitch, Uncle Teddy, and then I was out and I did Touched by an Angel in Utah. Next year I'm going to do Touched by an Uncle. It's a really crazy... it's the whole uncle theme. Where's Heidi tonight? Heidi! Heidi!
She's actually...
Heidi, you're here! Oh, my God, you're even more beautiful in person.
She's fantastic.
She's fabulous.
She's right behind you.
Yeah, I had no idea. But, you know, I was thinking about you all the time, Heidi. During the games only. Yeah, she's lovely. Much better than that crazy Tina. You know? Now, I heard someone else's even. Hazel May's going
Hazel
too, right?
May. That's true.
Boy, oh boy, it's not a good time to be a woman in this town, except for you, Heidi. This is your moment. But we need a win tonight for Remy. Come on, strike this guy out. That's the way to do it. I like that. All right, one more out, then we get up, we get a bunch of runs, and we'll have someone much more famous than me come in. 20 years. My God almighty, that's amazing. Well, you with 8, that surprises me too. But, I mean, 12 more, and you'll be right here. Well, I hope you get another 20.
I hope so, too. It goes by fast.
Come on, is that JD out there?
Yeah, he's got it.
Get it? Good boy. Was that his brother?
Yep.
Lenny Clark, thanks so much for coming.
I know, I got to get out. I know the drill.
Dennis Leary's got a testimonial coming up for Jerry as we go to break.
Well, you know, Dennis is a big, big star. You know, he's shooting, producing, directing. Me, I'm just an actor. But I tell you what, you're the greatest, and I'm so happy for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lenny.
Enjoy the car.
Jerry, Dennis Leary here. I just wanted to congratulate you on your 20 years of work in Essen. You know, to put it in baseball terms, your work over the last 2 decades has been a home run, which combined with the ones you hit while you were playing comes to a grand total of 8. Congratulations.
I want you to see something totally unique. It's called Jazz, and we have one in every Jordan sleep lab. Jazz gives our sleep technicians a view of your pressure profile. Did you know that certain profiles are major contributors to restless sleep? With Jazz, we're able to help you decide which type of mattress will provide you the best solution to minimize pressure points and give you a great night's sleep. So whatever music you listen to, I guarantee Jazz will put you to sleep.
Introducing the Crossover to Mazda event, featuring the sports car-inspired CX-7 and the award-winning CX-9, making now the best time to cross over to Mazda. The 5-passenger CX-7 and 7-passenger CX-9, designed and engineered the Zoom Zoom way.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Right now, during the Crossover to Mazda event, lease an 08 Mazda CX-7 front-wheel drive Sport for $209 a month for 24 months or $2672 due at lease signing.
Zoom, zoom. Last night at Outback, had the new char grill ribeye. So tender, cut like butter.
The power of the crave. Satisfy your crave with our new barbecue mixed grill. Or our new bloomin' burger.
Looking good, ladies.
3 new ways to satisfy your crave. Here for a limited time. Outback.
Be right with you guys.
No rush. Yeah, take your time.
Crave on.
Bottom of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Jason Varitek leads it off as the Red Sox trail by 3 runs, down 4-1. Doug Davis back on the mound. He's about to throw his 80th pitch of his outing, and he's really kept the Red Sox pretty much at bay with the exception of a first inning home run by Dustin Pedroia.
Well, contrast in styles, Don, from last night. I mean, Danny Herron, almost overpowering with his fastball, a splitter. Here you have a finesse left-hander, but just as effective tonight. Only the 1 run for the Red Sox.
Here's Varitek, and it's 1-2.
Doing a very good job of keeping Red Sox hitters off balance.
Varitek skies it foul off to the right. Arizona 4th in the National League in earned run average coming in with a 3.90 ERA. Chicago Cubs are 1st in pitching in the National League. They're 1st in hitting as well as far as batting average goes. So no surprise that they have a 4.5 game lead atop the National League Central. Varitek strikes out. It's been a frustrating night for him. He is 0 for 3.
Coming up after the game, it's WB Mason's Extra Innings with Tom Caron, Dennis Eckersley, and Heidi Watney. You'll hear from manager Terry Francona in his live press conference, plus TC and Egg break down Justin Masterson's performance. It's all coming up right after the game, and it's live on NESN.
1 out in the home half of the 7th inning. Brandon Moss struck out twice tonight against Doug Davis. But swinging in the 2nd, looking in the 4th inning. Lenny Clark's got a lot of energy.
He sure does. I don't know how he maintains it. I think he likes Heidi Watney.
I think so too. I don't think he's made any secret about that, do you? Thought it was pretty funny that he was yelling out of the booth trying to get Heidi's attention, and she was 5 feet behind him. And then for strike 2, and it's 2-2 to Brandon Moss. To first and diving is Jackson. He'll pick himself up and tag the bag. Some good defense turned in tonight by the Diamondbacks too, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, frustration continues. You make good solid contact, but yet a fine defensive play by Connor Jackson at first base.
Time now for Ben Affleck testimonial.
Remy, congratulations, 20 years calling Red Sox baseball. Couldn't have done it without you. Your flawless career. Only mistake was probably letting me up in the booth. But other than that, you've done a great job. I keep buying these scorecards and hats, and it's running me into the poorhouse. But I remain a fan. You're the best there ever was.
He's on the site all the time, isn't he? Getting some stuff.
He has been a very good customer, that's for sure. And a huge Red Sox fan.
Goes 1 for 2 tonight. A single in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th. And a strike on the outside corner. Where was his booth appearance? Is that Toronto?
Yes, it was.
He ripped a couple guys, didn't he? Sort of.
Sort of.
I wouldn't say ripped.
Yeah, I'd say he was a little harsh. Maybe on. I think it was Lou Maloney, as a matter of fact.
He's swing and a miss, and Crest strikes out to end things in the 7th. We played 7. It's 4-1 Arizona.
Presenting the Lincoln MKX with exclusive sync technology powered by Microsoft and an extra large Vista roof. Lease the Lincoln MKX with all-wheel drive for just $349 a month from America's fastest growing full line of luxury vehicles, Lincoln.
Where to, fellas? No, wait, let me guess. Fine Arts Museum.
Actually, we're going to the game.
Yeah! Hope you brought some sunblock, boys, because I'm looking at an awful lot of pale skin back there.
Yeah, maybe we should get some shirts.
That's not a bad idea. There's Olympia Sports right up around the corner.
Official, authentic, majestic, exclusive uniform supplier of Major League Baseball.
Ah, much better, boys.
And now we don't have to worry about spelling anymore.
That had to be taxing.
Get it at Olympia Sports.
When does best really mean something? When all the experts start saying it.
Named Best Residual Value for the Minivan segment by ALG.
The 2008 Best Resale Value Minivan by Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com.
The Odyssey named Best Van, one of 2008 Car and Driver's 5 best trucks.
The Odyssey from Honda, best of the best.
Lease a Honda Odyssey for $259 a month for well-qualified customers.
This is not good.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Hi. Can I get the new Red Sox scratch ticket?
It's turning out to be a very long afternoon.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Don, this has not been his best performance.
Yeah, he really hasn't found his rhythm. Not sure how much longer they can keep him in there.
Well, I hope not much longer. I mean, he's really struggling out there. I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
And the manager's seen enough. He's going to go to the pen for the closer.
Well, I've seen enough, too. The kid just doesn't have anything left.
Play all three. Red Sox instant games from the Mass State Lottery.
See you later, buddy.
The Lincoln MKZ with heated and cooled front seats and exclusive Sync technology for voice-activated phone, music, and more. Lease the Lincoln MKZ with all-wheel drive for just $329 a month, including a compliment.
Chris Young leads it off here in the top half of the 8th inning as Chris Smith returns to the mound for Boston. It's a 4-1 Arizona lead. Red Sox running into a very well-pitched game tonight by Doug Davis. He's gone the first 7 for the Diamondbacks. And just had a 1-2-3 7th inning. Chris Smith came into the game in the 7th for Justin Masterson, who went the first 6 tonight. Masterson on the hook. As Young with a swing and a miss strikes out. Smith continues to pitch well at the major league level.
Certainly does, and you know, it's not an overpowering fastball that he has, but he has an excellent changeup and a very good curveball. Gets ahead quickly of Young, and then gets him to chase that breaking ball off the outside part of the plate.
One down for Augie Ojeda. He walked in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th, struck out in the 6th inning. Now Chris Smith in his 2nd stint with the Red Sox came up and was put on the roster May 18th and 19th, but did not pitch in a game. He had warmed up on 2 occasions in the pen, but never did get into a game. Then sent back to the Paw Sox. Opposite field, Ellsbury's there, and there's 2 down.
Tonight, immediately following Red Sox coverage, join Hazel May for Sports Desk presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bath Centers. Check in with Doug Flutie at the 9th annual Doug Flutie Junior Celebrity Golf Classic. Plus, the national champion Boston College hockey team visits the White House. And all the news and highlights from around the majors. It's all tonight on Sports Desk after Red Sox coverage.
2 down in the 8th, and Jeff Salazar is the batter. He's 0 for 3. He's flied out 3 times. Well, Chris Smith was starting games as well as relieving. Had 4 starts for the Paw Sox. Used as a closer as well at 8 saves. A couple of different stints.
That's the changeup we were talking about right there. 1-0. Hitter maybe expecting the fastball. Instead, they get the changeup from Smith.
On the ground at Pedroia. It's a 1-2-3 8th. On to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-1 Arizona.
Summer fun starts in a fuel-efficient Toyota with more vehicles over 30 mpg than any other manufacturer, including Camry at 31 mpg. Lease one now, well-equipped for just $199 a month for 36 months. Or you could save with 2.9% financing for 60 months. Summer's here now, but Toyota's summer sales event ends soon. Don't miss your chance to save on Toyota quality.
You're the folks that bought the old Miller place, in spite of what happened there.
Excuse me?
It's a dead zone. Calls have been getting lost in there for years. The last residents went completely insane.
We have the Verizon network.
You good?
Well, you've got crabgrass.
We test our network every day to be America's most reliable. Verizon Wireless. Get up to $100 off select Motorola phones, like the Z6C for $79.99.
Summer is back. And so is your lobster craving. D'Angelo's 100% lobster sandwich is here. Have you taken care of your craving this week?
We worked on Sam Adams Light for over 2 years. The whole brewing staff was dedicated.
Sam Adams Light doesn't look, smell, or taste like other light beers.
To win in Germany is a pretty good accomplishment. I'm proud that I was involved in it. Small. Big. Minimum. Maximum. A lot. For a little.
The Nissan Versa, 33 miles per gallon and the largest interior volume in its class.
4-1, the Diamondbacks on top of the Red Sox. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. As they wrap up Sweet Caroline here at Fenway Park as Julio Lugo takes ball 1. Sad that Neil Diamond couldn't stop by on Cherry Remy Day.
Nobody will be here later this summer.
This one is sent foul down the right field line, and notice that somebody has taken the picture that you had here in the booth of Neil.
Well, he's such a famous guy that everybody wants that picture.
Stolen, I'm sure.
You go on the road and you come back, it's not there anymore.
Red Sox trailing by 3 runs as they bat here in the bottom of the 8th. Well, get something going against Doug Davis. They've really not been able to mount much since the first inning, when Davis allowed a 1-out solo home run to Dustin Pedroia, the only Boston run. The Red Sox with 2 outs would come up with back-to-back base hits in that inning, and then he got Veritek to ground out. And since then, it's been a very quiet Boston offense. Only 2 hits since, as they bat in the 8th. Double-barreled action in the pen. Doug Slayton and Chad Qualls warming up now for the Diamondbacks, as Davis is about to throw his 97th pitch of the night. Lugo to right in the base hit to get it started in the 8th.
Breaking ball that Lugo stays back nicely on and slaps to the opposite field for the base hit. So the crowd energized, and the Red Sox offense trying to keep them energized.
Lugo, the leadoff single, now 6 hits for the Red Sox, as Jacoby Ellsbury does not have one tonight. 0 for 3. On the ground through the vacated right side into right field, a base hit. As up to second goes Lugo, and the first 2 have reached for the Red Sox in the 8th.
Well, the first time the Red Sox have had 2 hits in an inning since way back in the first. A cut fastball and the hook swing by Jacoby Ellsbury. Looks like a delay right now to try to give those pitchers in the bullpen a little bit more time to loosen up. The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Get the right auto and home coverage at amicacoverage.com. And it's the home run by Dustin Pedroia. Every pitch has been out of the strike zone. And then finally the fastball middle in, and Pedroia so far with the only run of the ball game tonight on the home run in the first inning for the Red Sox.
Here comes Melvin to make the change. It's 4-1. Arizona on top. Red Sox have 2 on, nobody out. That's the night for Doug Davis.
We can't explain this, but we can explain auto insurance and what the big changes in Massachusetts mean to you. Call Amica today. You could save a lot of money on your next policy.
Bob's value team versus the gimmick store team. McGillicuddy throws the sleaze ball. Free financing isn't free, it's built into the price. It's a hit. 2-piece twin mattress set, only $199. Here's the pork ball. Free delivery, it's built into the price. Another hit. 2-piece full set, only $299. The split finger zinger. Free bed frame, that's built into the price too. Another hit. 2-piece queen set, only $333. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Lowest price guarantee compared to what? No two stores carry the same thing. Grand slam. 3-piece king set, only $499. The Bob's team wins again, and they take away your old betting.
We've come to this island, and you'll never believe what we found. The internet. Seems it can't hide here either. Simply insert the AT&T Laptop Connect card, and you are connected at mobile broadband speeds. Email business proposals. Access your customer database. All on the go. I'm Bill Curtis, and I've just found the internet.
The internet can't hide anymore. Get the AT&T Laptop Connect card for free and work in more places worldwide than anyone else.
Exceptionally brewed for a taste that's pure Amsterdam. Amstel Light, one damn good beer.
Back at Fenway Park, where the game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. On this Cherry Remy Day at Fenway Park, we had the mayor and his proclamation, the city of Boston naming today the Red Sox Cherry Remy Day. And of course, the top 10 list from John Henry and Tom Werner tonight. Rick Burleson, former double play partner of Jerry Remy, also part of our booth tonight. Bob Kurtz, longtime broadcast partner of Jerry. And Lenny Clark, who dropped by to say hello as well. Now Doug Davis pitching very well tonight, running into some trouble here in the 8th and departing. Was called to the bullpen. Is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Chad Paul's the new pitcher.
38th appearance of the season, 35 in the third innings, 27 hits allowed, 12 walks and 38 strikeouts. Opponents only hitting 208 off calls.
Dustin Pedroia with the home run in the first inning, supplying the only Red Sox run so far tonight. Since then, he has grounded out twice to third baseman Augie Ojeda. The strike and the count 1-1. Doug Davis departs, responsible for the 2 men on. 7 plus 7 hits so far, just the 1 run. He walked 1 and struck out 6. Ground foul to the right. And it's 1-2.
Rawls throws hard. Good fastball, 95. That was a good slider to Pedroia that he fouled off. Red Sox not many chances with scoring position. 0 for 2 tonight. That's similar to a Greg Hansen type slider.
Well, Carmen and Papelbon. Fouled off to the right and hangs at 1-2. Pedroia up here with runner in scoring position at the moment, and Lugo is just 1 for 19. Runners in scoring position. And Lugo at second. We got Ellsbury at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th. Red Sox down by 3 runs.
Good speed at second base. Great speed at first base.
Breaks his bat as he got it inside and sends it fouled by the Red Sox dugout.
After a couple of nasty sliders away, back inside with that hard fastball and really jammed Dustin Pedroia, breaking the bat. Everything had been away in this bat until his final pitch. And the result, a broken bat, but there is contact and Pedroia has another chance.
Pedroia fouls it off, wastes another, and it's still 1-2. Let's see the big unit tomorrow. Randy Johnson on the hill against Tim Wakefield in the final game of the series. He's been 4-5, 5.09 ERA. Ball and 2 strikes to Pedroia. 7 pitch at bat. Pedroia lines it into right center field, a base hit. Lugo coming around from second with a second Red Sox run. What an at bat for Pedroia.
A great at bat by Dustin Pedroia. I mean, he threw in some nasty sliders. And then finally he tried to jam him with a fastball. He breaks his bat, fouls it off, and now he gets another fastball, this time out over the plate, and shoots it the other way for the base hit. Excellent at bat by Dustin Pedroia to keep this alive for the Red Sox. Pedroia responsible for both runs tonight, the home run, now this single.
2 on, nobody out, and J.D. Drew, the batter, 0 for 3 in the game, has grounded out 3 times. He does not have a hit in his career against Chad Qualls. That's a strike over the outside corner. Bullpen trying to do their part. Lenny Ramirez on deck, still nobody out. Red Sox half of the 8th. Scoring for the first time since the first inning.
Left-handed hit is only hitting 172 against Chad Qualls.
Strike 2, and it's 1-2.
Inside corner with the fastball. First 2 pitches away, that time inside.
On the ground, foul. Outside the bag at first.
Foul, but not by very much. J.D. Drew gets the slider and just to the right of that first base bag. No argument by the Red Sox.
Well, J.D. has been great in this spot. 321 batting average, 3 homers, 32 runs batted in. He's got Ellsbury at second base, Pedroia at first base, nobody out. Drew taps it foul. Melvin making the change. Doug Davis going 7+, still responsible for Jacoby Ellsbury at second base. Chad Qualls facing his second batter. In tight, and it's 2-2. Drew strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Again, that slider from Qualls, and this time it goes away from J.D. Drew.
Tying run. Actually, no. Tying runs are on base. It's 4-2. Manning with a chance in the long ball to put the Red Sox on top. They 2 for 3 in the game tonight. Both singles to center.
Signs being put down by the catcher, Snyder, if there's a double steal where he's going to throw the ball. And if I was to guess, if there was a double steal, he'd go to second base.
Well, he fouls it back. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. In the category go-ahead RBIs. The active career leaders, Manny Ramirez, fourth on that list. Garrett Sheffield at 443. Then Griffey Jr. and Frank Thomas. Ellsbury at second, Pedroia at first, 1 out. Bluff off the backside by Walls, who does not throw. Ellsbury at second, Pedroia at first, 1 out. Chop to third. Ojeda on a tough hop goes to first for the out. And there's 2 down as the runners move along. Ellsbury to third, Pedroia to second. For the tying runs in scoring position now with 2 down.
Yeah, by being a tough hop, there was no other option for Ojeda but to go to first base, and that really is kind of a break for the Red Sox because it does get the potential tying run in the scoring position.
Two down for Mike Lowell. Mike has singled, walked, and reached on a fielder's choice. Ball 1 outside. He's only faced Qualls once, a double and an RBI against him in his career. Two and 0.
This is Qualls' inning too. There's nobody in that bullpen warming up right now for Arizona.
Ellsbury at third base, Pedroia at second base, 2 down. To left field. Burns is back. It's going to be over his head and off the scoreboard. 2 runs will score to tie the game. Lowell to second base with a huge 2-run double.
Well, Don, we mentioned what a break it was for that ball. Now Hader at third base to have to go to first base. He gets 2 men in a scoring position. Now Lowell plants one off that wall, and both of those runs score. Mike Lowell picks up RBIs number 40 and 41 in the season, and the Red Sox tie the game.
Two down. The go-ahead run in scoring position now with Mike Lowell at second base. Jason Varitek 0 for 3 in the game tonight. Take strike 1. Perhaps getting ready for the 9th. To right field. Salazar can't get it. Around from second comes Lowell. Jason Varitek drives in the go-ahead run.
That has to be a great feeling for Jason Varitek, a guy that has really been struggling. He gets a breaking ball that stays up in the zone and hits a sinking line drive in front of Salazar. That's a high slider right there, and Varitek jumps all over it. So the quiet Red Sox offense has come to life here in the 8th inning, and it all started with a Julio Lugo base hit.
Well, Doug Davis, who had pitched so well here tonight, not part of the decision. He gets charged with 3 of the 5 runs, but Chad Qualls, after getting 2 outs, can't get out of the inning.
Interesting. I was looking at that Red Sox dugout. There was a conversation going on between Youkilis and Francona. I wonder if Youkilis is trying to tell him he's okay to play first base defensively now that the Red Sox have the lead.
Ross fouls it off, 1-1.
From him leaning on there like he is, it doesn't look like he is coming in, but he was trying to talk to Brad Mills and Terry Francona. They were all in a 3-way conversation, and I would imagine it'd have to be about, yeah, I can go in there defensively for an inning. The problem is what happens if you tie the ball game up with something and you don't have him available.
Ross to right, Varitek to second. The hits keep coming.
Looked like Orlando Hudson may have got hurt on that ball too. Diving for it. Hudson goes into the dive. Looks like he hit the side of his face.
Here comes Melvin. Chad Qualls has been roughed up here. The Red Sox have taken a 5-4 lead with 2 outs in the 8th inning.
It's gonna work. Why don't they go up? Let's go. Dad? It's time. You'd be a really nice catch for somebody. Please?
Just for Men takes 5 easy minutes, targets only the gray hair, and can start something great.
For my girls.
Yes! I'm glad we did it.
Just for Men.
I can't generate good bat speed.
I can't bring the high heat.
I've got no movement on my split arm.
I'm not you.
I'm not Beckett.
I can't even hit behind the runner.
I can't turn too.
I'll never win Rookie of the Year.
I can't hit 380 against left-handers.
I don't have nasty stuff.
But I can.
But I can.
But I can bring home a ring.
You can bring home a genuine 2007 World Series ring. Get your ring raffle tickets before July 5th.
We don't need no phony gimmicks, just pure value.
Following the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra with Tom Curran, Dennis Eckersley, and Heidi Watney. You'll hear all of the action from the Red Sox clubhouse. Plus, Eck answers your text expert question. Your text the expert questions. It's all coming up after the game, and it's live on NESN.
Well, the Red Sox have struck for 4 runs so far here in the bottom of the 8th to take a 5-4 lead. Yeah, the Diamondbacks with another pitching change. Tony Pena is on now.
Tony Pena worked in the ball game last night. Overall, his 35th appearance, a record of 1-1. In the game last night, Pena pitched an inning, had a couple of hits allowed, 1 earned run.
9th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning is Coco Crisp. Veritek at second, Moss at first. To right, Salazar back few steps, and on one pitch Tony Pena ends the inning. But oh, what an inning it was for the Red Sox. They take a 5-4 lead to the 9th.
Introducing an entirely new, altogether inspired resort destination. The new 825-room MGM Grand at Foxwoods. Go Grand.
Now more than ever, you want to get the most for your money. Look no further than the rugged V6 2008 Kia Sportage. Fuel efficient, 5-star safety rated, backed by an industry-leading warranty, and it's priced about $6,000 less than a Toyota RAV4 Limited. Or to put it another way, a whole year's worth of groceries less. The 2008 Kia Sportage. It's money well saved. Now get a special $199 lease. Offer ends June 30th.
Tonight, do the mojito with the refreshingly cool taste of the Bacardi Mojito.
I am your idea. Color me. Get me noticed. Make me shout. And stand out. Give me Rico color that always works. I am your idea. Make me brighter. Make me shine. I am your idea. Get me in there. Make it happen. In flying colors. It's you and me, and here we go. With Rico.
Coming up after the game, it's W.B. Mason Extra Innings with Tom Caron, Dennis Eckersley, and Heidi Watney. You'll hear what tonight's starter Justice Masterson has to say about his performance, plus interleague play highlights from around the majors. It's all coming up right after the game, live on NESN.
Kevin Youkilis indeed does come into the game defensively here in the 9th inning, as the Red Sox have the 1-run advantage to the 9th, and the new pitcher, the closer, Jonathan Papelbon.
Papelbon with 21 saves on the season. That's 21 out of 25. His last time out, a blown save against St. Louis. An inning in that game, had a couple of strikeouts, gave up the earned run. Trying to bounce back and close out an exciting ball game tonight here at Fenway.
Chris Snyder struck out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, singled in the 6th inning. Take strike 1 from Papelbon. Good job Chris Smith did too. He pitched the 7th and the 8th to shut down the Diamondbacks, as the Red Sox giving them a chance to come back with 4 in the 8th. After Masterson went the first 6 innings tonight, he'll get a no decision as it turns out. Outside ball 1-1-1. Papelbon blowing his 4th save of the season on Sunday. He's blown 2 in the last 4 outings. Ahead 1-2.
Now Sunday on a line shot and a split-fingered fastball from Kennedy to center field. I think Coco misjudged it a little bit, but it gets over his head and off the wall. And that was the blown save for Papelbon.
Prior to that, had the blown save in Cincinnati against the Reds as part of the last road trip. The 1-2 to Chris Snyder. Struck him out, one down in the ninth.
Papelbon now at 44 strikeouts in 33 2/3 innings, just challenging Snyder with the fastball and throws it by him.
One out for Eric Burns. Only faced Papelbon once and struck out. He was 1 for 4 tonight. A single back in the 4th inning. Strike one. Fouled off to our left, and it's 0-2. Last hit for the Diamondbacks came in the 6th inning. That's when Masterson was in there. Chris Smith with a great job through the 7th and 8th, only walking a batter. It's the only one that reached against him. He retired 6 out of 7 that he faced. Papelbon's got the first out of the 9th. Stephen Drew waits on deck. The 0-2 to Burns. Doesn't chase. 1-2.
Gets ahead of him, tries to slide to see if he'll chase that breaking ball away. Burns does not.
Rip foul out ahead of that.
You think Eric Burns was thinking and looking fastball for that?
I guess so.
My goodness. Fastball inside that he's way in front of. And that's a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
That was Kevin Millar-like. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 9th inning. A 4-run bottom of the 8th inning has put the Red Sox on top 5-4. And Papelbon trying to finish it off. Burns pops it up foul, back and out of play. Outside, and it's 2-2.
Once again, Papelbon with the slider. Once again, Burns won't chase.
Full count. Pretty good at bat here for Eric Burns, making Papelbon work. Papelbon able to strike out Chris Snyder to begin the 9th. Now in a battle with Eric Burns. Thinking about what he might see here. 3-2. Line foul down the left field line. Back and out of play. Saw the fastball at 96 that time from Papelbon.
Yeah, and Burns is out in front of him. I mean, there's one pitch he's sitting on, and that's his Papelbon fastball.
Ball 4, he walks in. So Burns eventually getting the base on balls. And the tying run at first base now for Arizona with 1 out in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some good at-bats down in this game. We saw Pedroia with a very good at-bat. That was an excellent at-bat by Eric Burns. Last pitch fastball away. Does not chase it. He laid off a couple of sliders away.
A 9-pitch at bat for Burns that turns into a 1-out walk. And here's Stephen Drew, who was 0 for 4 in the game. Drew with a swing and a miss. 96 again on the fastball from Papelbon. Papelbon tied for 3rd in the American League, 21 saves. Trying to nail it down here for the Red Sox tonight. And the check and close, but Burns back to the bag.
Yeah, Burns a base stealing threat now. You don't know, just coming off the DL with the hamstring, but a guy that certainly is capable of getting in a scoring position and getting plenty of attention from Papelbon.
50 thefts on the season last year. And clearing the track right now as he gets himself some time out. He was on the DL with a hamstring problem. Drew fouls it off, and Papelbon's ahead 0-2. Orlando Hudson waiting on deck with 1 out in the 9th inning. Burns at first. Ron Millman and his team had a 3-run advantage heading into the bottom of the 8th. They now trail by a run. Drew strikes out. They elevated. 2 down in the 9th. 97 on the gas that time for Papelbon.
Interesting. You saw Veritek. He got up in his crouch, and then it took so long for Papelbon. He had to go back down and then back up again, and they pick up the strikeout.
Two down for Orlando Hudson, who has 2 hits tonight. And in his career against Papelbon, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We'll check on Burns, diving back to the bag, not as close this time.
Good idea, though, by Papelbon. You just can't ignore him at first base. Let him know. I'm not going to allow you to get a huge lead.
Fly ball down the left field line. Ellsbury on the run. And it'll twist foul into the seats. Papelbon's thrown 17 pitches, 12 for strikes since coming in. Trying to expend a lot of energy in the 9-pitch at bat against Eric Burns, who is at first base with 2 outs. All 1-1-1. Papelbon had 2 outs in the 9th inning in the game here against the Cardinals when Adam Kennedy took him to the wall and had the blown save. He has 2 outs here in the 9th inning with Eric Burns at first base. And a count of 1-1 to Orlando Hudson. There goes Burns. Hudson chops it to third. Lowell's got it. The throw in time, and the Red Sox win. Well, what a game tonight. The Red Sox score 4 times in the 8th. And Papelbon shuts down the Diamondbacks in the 9th as the Red Sox take game 2 of this series, beating the Diamondbacks 5-4 from Fenway Park. Jerry and I'll be right back, but first, here's Tom Caron with a preview of what's coming up on WB Mason's Extra Innings. TC.
Don, thank you. A fitting ending to Jerry Remy night at the ballpark. The Red Sox with another win in their last at-bat, the 12th of the season for the Red Sox. That's the most in the American League. We'll show you how they did it, how Jonathan Papelbon picked up the save, and how Jerry Remy night went at Fenway Park. We'll do it all with Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. WB Mason's Extra Innings is next.
Your flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly, offering snacks for sale for $5. Also available, in-flight magazines for $3. If you'd like to rent a pillow or blanket, that'll be $2. You need to use the restroom? That fee's $4. If you need anything else, feel free to push that call button for a minimum fee of $1.
How far are they gonna go? On Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees for stuff that should be free. Southwest, fees don't fly with us.
You are now free to move about the country.
Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order.
Well, then everyone loses their minds. If you want order in Gotham,
Kill the Batman.
The Dark Knight. Rated PG-13. In theaters and IMAX July 18th.
No matter what the recipe, attention to detail is the main ingredient. Bertucci's. What's not to love? Our Polo San Remo, grilled chicken with thyme and roasted black olives in a light lemon sauce.
Some say American car companies don't stack up to the imports on fuel economy. Check the facts. Fact, Chevy offers 7 models that get an EPA estimated 30 mpg highway or better, like the Cobalt XFE or the Chevy Aveo 5, the lowest priced new car in America. You have a right to know the truth. Qualified lessees get a low mileage lease on this 08 Malibu for around $209 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Well, the Red Sox win an exciting come-from-behind ball game tonight, 5-4. The play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, and Jason Varitek getting the go-ahead base hit to drive in the go-ahead run and to give the Red Sox a 5-4 lead. Papelbon comes on to hold it on and close it out.
Final score 5-4. The Red Sox come away with a victory against the Diamondbacks. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway. Visit NESN.com where New England sports live online. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Tom Caron's your host for WB Mason's Extra Innings. It's coming up after this short break. Closed captioning for Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work.
The
Lincoln MKZ with heated and cooled front seats and exclusive Sing technology for voice-activated phone, music, and more. Lease the Lincoln MKZ with all-wheel drive for just $329 a month, including a complimentary premium maintenance plan. See your Lincoln dealer today.
Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep are giving you relief at the pump just when you need it most.
We can go anywhere in our Jeep Patriot.
We can take that weekend getaway in our Dodge Journey.
We're going on our summer vacation in our Chrysler Town and Country, and we won't pay more than $2.99 a gallon for gas.
Now when you buy or lease most Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep vehicles, you'll pay just $2.99 a gallon for gas or diesel in each of the next 3 years for up to the first 12,000 miles per year.
$2.99.
Let's refuel America. See your Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep dealer today.
I may not be a rock star, but air guitar is definitely part of the package. And working hard to keep your business rocking and rolling is part of Sovereign's small business package. Everything from checking with 300 free transactions a month to loans and credit card services, all tailored to you. The Sovereign Small Business Package, it rocks.
Welcome to Sovereign.
Nice game, kid.
Way to go, Pap.
Nice game.
Nice game, dude.
Nice game.
Celebrate with Papelbon and the Red Sox, because after any Sox victory, you can get a free iced coffee or tea. When the Red Sox win, you win. America runs on Dunkin'. Buy a flatbread or pizza the day after the Red Sox win and get a free 16-ounce iced coffee or tea.
Get revved up with us as we take you to the ballpark with a little auto racing to boot. It's Roush Fenway Day, and we will have it covered, as well as the preview of Tim Wakefield against Randy Johnson.
Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame show.
Tomorrow in HD, it's the Sox Diamondbacks. Pre-game coverage begins at 6, only on NESN.
Jerry Remy Day at Fenway Park, celebrating 20 years of his work in the broadcast booth for NESN. Throwing out the first pitch, his friend, his teammate, Carlton Fisk, the Hall of Famer, catching it. Had to go down a little bit. A pretty good throw and a pretty good game. Jerry Remy, maybe one of the biggest wins of the year so far for the Sox. Dustin Pedroia early on with a homer, his 7th of the year. But then the 4-run 8th inning cap by the captain as he drives in the go-ahead run. 3 straight hits with 2 outs in the 9th inning, and the 8th inning rather. Red Sox win this one by the 5-4 final. Welcome you to our NESN HD Television Center on Jerry Remy Day, everyone. Jerry Remy along with Jerry Remy as we bring you WB Mason's extra innings. A nice night for Jerry Remy and a well-deserved night, and another congratulations from all of us. And Lenny Clark yelled it out, get some runs, it's Jerry Remy night. And you said to me just before we came on, might be their best win so far.
I think of the first half, this is a huge win for them, especially the way the game was going. A lot of weak outs. Davis pitching a great ball game, not to take anything away from him, but just had a lot of lazy outs, a lot of ground balls, using the left side of the infield, and bang, finally in the 8th inning, they left him in too long. If you think about it, he started the 8th inning and gave up 2 singles, and he got him out of the game, and the guy comes in and throws gasoline on the fire, and I'm talking about Qualls.
Qualls, who'd been pretty good for them, had, I think, 12 holds on the season so far. And by the way, I'm really Tom Karen, he's really Dennis Eckersley, and this is really what the Red Sox have gotten to of late. Their last 2 wins now, obviously in their last at-bat, the 13th inning the other day on Sunday, both their wins on this homestand. They need to win tomorrow to get back to 500. And I know this isn't walk-off, you're talking 8th inning, but nonetheless, the point is they're getting that resiliency again. Even without David Ortiz, they're starting to get that swagger as a late-inning team.
And this is always a good sign, at home, because they think they can always win a ball game. Whether it is the 8th or 9th, however they do it, their last at bat, they feel like they have a chance to win it. Whether or not it's because of the energy of the crowd, who knows, but they've done it a lot.
Well, they needed it tonight. Didn't want to make it 4 losses in 5 games. They get the win. Let's hear it from Terry Francona.
How nice is it to see Veritek in the slump and get that hit?
Yeah,
That's great. I mean, we talked about it the other night, when he's not swinging, you'd never know it by his demeanor. As long as we win, he's the same, but boy, that was a big hit. Not just for our team, obviously, but for him, that's good. Hit the ball in the first time up, it's up the middle, gets deflected, it's an out. He lined out a couple times the other night, took a good swing.
Terry, how about the combination of Masterson and Smith and Paps?
Yeah, I thought Smitty, I mean, we're down, and if they get more, we're in trouble. And he gives us 2 solid innings and gives us a chance where if we get some offense, we actually have a chance to win. Not one of those nights where, we scored 3 or 4 and it was a good comeback. I thought Masterson, again, especially against some of the lefties, they had some pretty healthy swings. But on a night when maybe he didn't have his best stuff, he still competed. He ended up going out there 6 innings. He didn't give in. It seemed like he'd get a couple outs and there'd be a lot of runners on base, but he never gave in. And again, it ends up being enough on a night when he didn't have his best stuff.
Is that an important step for him, learning how to pitch when he doesn't necessarily have his best stuff and still get you enough?
I think he competes. There's no problem with that, and he's got a lot of poise. He just, every time a young kid goes out there and doesn't have his best stuff, everybody, whoa, he's, doesn't have this many starts. Sometimes guys just don't get everybody out. They don't locate, or they don't have a breaking ball or something, but he still knows how to compete. Doesn't hang his head. He just keeps going after him.
What was Davis doing tonight?
A little bit of everything. And he's doing it to everybody. I saw him in Texas in 2002, and that wasn't exactly the best place to pitch. It was like a roller rink. And he's learned how to, he can cut his fastball. He throws a slow curveball. He uses the whole plate. I mean, and it was a lot different type pitching than last night, but he was carving us up pretty good. Lefties so far this year have been given in trouble, but he did a great job against our left-handers tonight. Threw a slow breaking ball and kept everybody off balance.
Did you lobby a little bit to get in the 9th inning?
No, we lobbied.
It looked like he had some glasses out.
Yeah, just to protect, that wasn't so much, his vision was fine, just in case a ball ever came up and hit him again, just to have some protection there. We're trying to find him some today that were clear, and we couldn't find them. I think with all these guys that have all these Oakley deals, somebody would have a pair of clear glasses, but we'll get him a pair tomorrow. And that would be strictly protection. Nothing to do with the vision. If he couldn't see, we wouldn't have put him out there. Okay.
Well, Terry Francona talking about his team with the win tonight. The 7th inning stretch, winning percentage when trailing after 7 innings, Red Sox. And now, obviously, none of these are good winning percentages, but the point is you have 6 wins when trailing after 7, and that's a good stat. Those are comeback wins very late in the game. That's not easy to do.
It's not easy to do. You talk about, everybody's got an 8th and 9th guy. That's what it comes down to. It's hard to score late in the game, but if you're going to do it, I think it's a lot easier to score at home than it is on the road.
All right, so they did it tonight in the 8th inning. Davis, we just heard Terry Francona talk about him. Really keeping the Red Sox off balance tonight. They're pounding a lot of stuff into the ground mostly. So you come out in the 8th inning, probably shouldn't be out there, but he is. And they get right to it here as they chase him with back-to-back singles from Lugo and Ellsbury.
Yeah, Lugo, nice at bat right there. Gets a hanging breaking ball out over and just hits the ball the other way. And Ellsbury gets I guess that's a fastball. He might have tried to cut it, but right down the middle there, and he yanks that ball into the hole. And he's out of the game right there. Now, I know it's hindsight, but, he did a nice job for 7 innings. That's what this game's about nowadays, is 8th and 9th inning. They go to Qualls, and this is the end of a great at-bat by Pedroia. He had pitched him away, busted him inside, and finally he fought off a fastball. Big base hit, makes it 4-2. You see him pull his hands back in right there and gets a line drive over the second baseman's head. Now, it's funny right there. Ellsbury, you think he's going to go to third on that play, and holds up. Not that it mattered, but you'd think he'd be at third. and then the inning goes on and on and on, but that's just the beginning of it.
And this is off Chad Qualls, who, again, I said 12 holds, and whether you like that hold statistic or not, point is he's one of the better guys at coming in 7th, 8th inning, handing it off to their closer line, who's been very good. Manny grounds out, but not a double play, and that's key. The inning keeps going, 2nd and 3rd, and then Mike Lowell delivers next.
Well, Qualls, you know, he's got quality stuff. You saw him pitch. You know, I mean, he could throw the ball good. I mean, he had a bad night tonight. It happens to anybody. You can see right here, I believe Manny's up right here. This is a big at bat. No, this is Lowell, excuse me. 2-0 pitch. He gets a fastball. That's too good a pitch. With a base open right there with Veritek on deck, you really can't go. You got to second guess that pitch right there. You might as well walk Lowell. I know he got a double, once again, hindsight, but you see this pitch 2-0. It's just too good for Lowell. Dead pull hitter gets a piece of cheese. I mean, that's what he should do with it, and he rifles it off the wall. He's lucky it's not a 3-run jack. And next up is Veritek, and Veritek gets a nothing slider. I mean, my goodness. You know, that's right down in his wheelhouse right there. And he needed that hit so badly, Veritek. I'm talking about, if anybody was going to get the game winner tonight, this guy is a guy you needed to get it, because this might go a long way, this RBI.
Well, and we've heard the last couple of nights, whether it's Terry Francona or Jason Veritek himself, starting to see signs that he was coming out of it. Some good line drives over the weekend. Had a hit yesterday, the double the first time up. And then tonight with a great opportunity after Lowell ties the game to put it away, and he does.
And he finally gets a good pitch he can handle. That ball was spinning right there about belt high. He's lucky he didn't juice that ball too. Qualls just made a lot of bad pitches, didn't get away with anything, and he shouldn't get any way with it. But I'm just so glad that Veritek got that hit, that big hit.
And Mike Lowell, 350 on the homestand. You know, we talk a lot about what J.D. Drew's been doing with David Ortiz out. Now we had Euclid out of the lineup, and we overlook Lowell sometimes. Right there, 4th, 5th, wherever he's batting, he's getting it done.
I mean, in this lineup, you've got to be careful with Lowell right there. 2-0. You know, you're talking about 2-0 base open, and Veritek in a 5-for-45 slump. You know, that's not doing their homework right there. You know, now whether or not he would have thrown the same pitch with the bases loaded if he had walked him, we'll never know. But I'll tell you what, when the team's going good, not only is this a great big comeback, one of the best comebacks of the first half, but I think more than anything tonight, this is about Veritek getting a base hit.
30-10 at home now as they pick up their 30th win, 9-5 in interleague play so far this season. Mike Lowell delivering big time, the 2-run double with 2 outs in the 8th inning. We will hear from Mike Lowell as he talks with Heidi Watney when we come back. But first, Conan O'Brien weighs in on Jerry Remy Day.
Hey, Jerry Remy, Conan O'Brien here, Brookline native, lifelong Red Sox fan. Jerry, here's for another 20 years of broadcasting the Red Sox and selling hot dogs, scorecards, and anything else you can make a fast buck on. Seriously, congratulations.
It's gonna be a Subaru summer.
The Subaru Summer all-wheel drive away is going on now. During Subaru Summer, buy a brand new Subaru Outback, the best-selling wagon in America with symmetrical all-wheel drive, standard, and the government's highest possible 5-star safety rating. Feel the love and get $1,500 cash back plus 0% financing.
It's gonna be a Subaru summer.
Ready for summer. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Red Sox action is brought to you by W.B. Mason's What a Bargain Clearance Centers, where smart business people save up to 75% on top brand office furniture. For example, this 48 by 30 inch metal desk, a manufacturer's second, retails for $551. It's sold at What a Bargain for $129, over 75% off. That's a savings of $422. Now you know why it's called What a Bargain. It's not bargain office furniture, it's great office furniture at a bargain.
Now you see me? Now you don't. Now you see me? Now you don't. What you are seeing is how much farther, wider, and better you'll see with Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania. Because the next time you see me, I may not be alone. See farther, see wider, see better. Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
Hi, Jerry. You were a star in the field for the Red Sox, and now you're a star at the microphone for New England Sports Network. Congratulations on 20 great years of broadcasting, and thanks for being an important member of the Sovereign Bank team. All the best from your team members at Sovereign.
Time for our WB Mason delivery of the game. Jerry Remy's been delivering Red Sox games to your home tonight on Jerry Remy Night at the Ballpark. Nesson President Sean McGrail delivering the gift on Jerry Remy Day to Jerry Remy, a sports car for him to tool around with the roof down this summer. Hopefully the rain is gone for a while. He'll be able to do that. As you can see, Nesson colleagues, former ball players and teammates of Jerry Remy all on hand for a very nice ceremony before the game tonight. A very nice ending to the game tonight. Red Sox win this one with 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Mike Lowell with a 2-run, 2-out double, and after the game, he talked about it with Heidi Watney.
Mike, someone always seems to step up in pressure situations with the Red Sox. You did it tonight with the game-tying RBIs, and Jason Varitek hit the go-ahead runs. What is it about this team that you guys, someone will come through?
Well, we feel like we got a